around right about now. Like, give it like maybe 10 seconds, and maybe it'll. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I'm not showing the passkey because that would be awkward. So I'm gonna move this over here so I can look at.
Yep, you're live. You're live, baby.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna also stream my window on Discord so that you can follow along.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're just. Gonna,
oh yeah.
Oh yeah. We're just gonna. So this is something I didn't tell you, Sammy. We're not exactly gonna review the debate with Abismo. Here, I'm gonna turn off my face cam so it saves energy on my computer. We're not.
No, you need it for the video. Oh yeah.
I'm not. Well, I'm not streaming my face cam on you. Yeah, there you go. We're not exactly going to be watching the debate, just like the raw live stream of the debate. We're going to be actually watching. So I was in my alt account on Abismo's server. So can you see the live stream on Discord? No, you can't yet. Move, cat.
No.
There's a cat on my lap. It's going to be... Okay, so I'm going to stream on Discord.
Could you stream on... Yeah, stream on Discord.
Yeah, I'm streaming on Discord right now. And yeah, so you're in charge of the Discord, by the way. Mute people who come. And,
Yep.
Okay, so you can't see that?
So... Let me write it down so I don't forget midway.
Yep. So I was in Abismo's channel, Ask a Catholics, with my alt account. And it just so happened he was reviewing the debate and talking a lot of shit about me. And I recorded for an hour and a half. So I was like, oh shit, I mean, if he's going to talk about me, I might as well just make this a live stream tomorrow. And now I figure that we just do that. So yeah, that's why I invited you, I invited Yugi, I invited some other... Oh, can you see my... it doesn't look like the... Okay, yeah, it is. Cool. Just making sure that I was making sure that YouTube was showing my my YouTube. So we're gonna view it. Like we're gonna review everything that Abismo had to say, and I assume that you can see my stream on Discord right now.
I'll close the stream. I think that might be why.
Yeah, because it'd be pretty weird if you were listening to the stream on YouTube and the stream on Discord.
I can hear you now. Yeah.
I'll make sure the stream's running fine, and you go ahead and make sure that you just watch the Discord. So you can see my screen, and we'll just kind of chill, and we'll do this. Let me know. You're watching. Yeah. Are you watching the up here?
Yeah, I'm watching the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
Prescribes them to me.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna hear Abismo on here, and we're also gonna hear Abismo on here, and then we're gonna make fun of Abismo on here. My wife is texting me. I'll get back to her real quick. So, and also, I'm not gonna make you stay. I mean, you're not forced to stay here. You can leave if you want. If we've been chilling for too long, if you got somewhere to be.
No, I'll stay. This is more fun.
I'm gonna message my wife and then we'll get started.
I have to meet Treeman.
Treeman? Hi, Treeman. Oh yeah, I would.
Shall I mute him or not?
Oh yeah, mute Treeman. I also can't see. I just assume that you're being. So I can't see who's in the call, and I can't read the Discord chat either.
No problem.
Actually, I can read the Discord chat. That's a lie. There we go. I'm lagging a bit?
No, you're fine.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna hit play.
You go.
And what I say is, yes, we actually can.
Yeah.
You can.
And that's what St. Thomas argues. Yes, absolutely.
How?
Through the natural light of our reason, through observation. We could have a quote unquote. We could have a sphere of morality, that we can use to buttress further, conclusions about, what we perceive as moral facts.
That's called this last thing that I said, that we could have a sphere, right?
Yeah.
Of moral principles.
Oh yeah, Near and Fear, this dude, he was just Abismo's doormat the whole time, and just anything that he said, Abismo's word was God, and he was just like, yeah, Bubba's being a piece of shit. Bubba's being a real jackass. doesn't know what he's talking about. It's just, he just agreed with everything Abismo had to say, which was funny.
Conclusions.
Because he's a bitch.
Is it Hegel? Is it from Hegel?
No. This is cultural relativism.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's something
I
that
heard like
confused
Hegel
me.
like refer to.
That's something that confused me during this whole video. Is that no? It confused me during the debate. Is that Abismo said that we can make logical conclusions, like we can reason our way to understand what is morally good. And actually, I'll get to the point where he says that, so we can really like look at it.
Something like that. Like he talks in like those terms.
Yeah. I mean, the moral conversation, like, you know, the way we start pinning these more down, like, happens at the beginning of the 1900s, and Hegel was like mid 1800s. Basically, the idea is that, I mean, they were already able to tease out, like, what is it possible for a single.
Oh right, Sammy, something I wanted to show. I forgot to show it. It's that, want to hear what Abismo said about me last night?
Yes.
So you can see my stream. So that means you can hear everything.
Yep.
I'm pulling it up right now. When was this? It was...
Oh.
It was a minute. It was only like okay, right here. This video, you're gonna hear Abismo have a fucking crazy crash out. This was him last night.
You fucking scumbag! What the fuck do you have to offer your kid? You're a fucking little shit! Fuck you!
Timestamp, bud. What happened was, he did all this shit where he was, you know... I was in his call listening to him. I heard him accuse me of being a Hitler supporter. I can't use that. I can't really... You know, the evil mustache man supporter. And then I accused him of calling me, you know, a bad YouTube word that begins with the letter N and rhymes with Potsy. And then I said, Abismo, you accused me of saying this. And he said, I said it during the debate. And I said, oh yeah, show me the timestamp. And then he got mad because he knew he couldn't find it because he never said it. And then he did this.
You know, it's child abuse for you to fucking be a father, dude.
He said shit like that for a full minute and a half.
He's so silly for saying that. Like, why would you go to someone and say like how to be a father? I bet he's not a father himself, is he?
No, he's not. He's in his he's like 33, and he doesn't have a kid. Oh yeah, right. Also for our sake, I remember I was gonna speed this up to like 1.5.
I don't get why people like question on how to be a father when they're not a father themselves. It's so bizarre. The fact that he's raging, that shows you immediately, based on how badly he's raging, it shows that his IQ is very low. But yeah, please continue.
Yep, got it.
Versus the rest of the culture, and what's the dynamic between the time and place that someone grows up in and the kind of values that they get from the culture. But that's not to say that what the culture says is what's right 100% of the time. That's not what the statement is. It's just a mere statement of fact, right? It's the fact that there is a sphere of cultural, well, you can call it whatever you want, indoctrination, conditioning, whatever, right? I mean, that's why, like, you know, I'm into conspiracy theories, because we have more reasons to actually be skeptical about what we're actually being fucking told. Because if anything, once we start looking at history, you know, the government, you know, the authorities are lying all the time, right?
Socrates was killed by.
This is a point that I get to later. It's that it's towards the end. So for the record, he spent an hour and a half only looking at my 30-minute cross-examination, and so the point that I was making with his cross-examination, the very last question that he asked was, how do we know that moral reformers such as Martin Luther King are correct? How do we know, under a subjective moral worldview, that Martin Luther King, for example, is in the right with his... how do we know that Martin Luther King is in the right? And it's because he's not objectively right. I didn't answer that during the debate, but what he's implying here is that the culture can change, therefore the morality can change. But he's trying to have it both ways during the entire debate, which I pick up on really quickly. He wants to say that the morality of culture can change, yet there's an objective moral facts that we're all working towards. And that's just that's not exactly the case. That's just, you can't have both. You can't agree with I don't know. I'll get into that. I'll hit play.
It's self-defeating because if he's saying it's changing, then it's subjective automatically.
Yeah, it's he says, I think so I am trying to understand what he's trying to say. It's that Tree Man, I'm not reading DMs, use the side chat. It's I know what he's trying to say. He's saying, yes, the culture's morality changes, but that doesn't negate the fact that there's an objective moral law that we ought to follow. The point being, well, what is that objective moral law? Which is something that I wish I said when I had more time.
The authorities and the way
the
way he thought
that's a very good point. Yep,
And
that's
when it goes against the
precisely.
Bible, like he says, how do you know if something's wrong? He doesn't say, well, the culture. He says to look deep within the conscience. And even like
Yeah.
the Bible kind of echoes that. Now he has to deny it's not possible at all for the conscience to drive an objective moral fact. He thinks that's not possible when clearly it can be.
You know, given a set of circumstances.
So you're saying that a person
How's it going, guys?
determine what is good, bad, and wrong,
Yes.
or moral.
Yep.
Well, congratulations, you're a subjective moralist.
I mean, I would refute that.
What's happening?
Yeah, that part right there. So he said that you can. I knew what he was trying to say, and I was being kind of a schmuck, and I wanted to pin him on saying that we can be able to reason as to what is good, bad, right, and wrong. The thing is, reasoning is subjective. The way that I reason to something is going to be different than the way that you reason to something. Can you hear me, Sammy? Just checking.
Yeah. I'm listening.
Yeah.
I'm still dwelling. We did corner him at the Q&A, and he ran away when I asked him what does he mean by objective. So he doesn't know himself.
I don't
to
think.
be honest.
Well, the thing is, he agreed with my. This was earlier because this is like a minute into my cross exam, but he agreed with my definition of subjective and objective, which is I've made sure to establish that. I'm throwing him super softball questions here. He could have just said yes to every single question. It would have been fine. This first part of my cross exam was meant to just ask him, are you a Catholic? Do you believe in objective morality? Do you believe that objective morality is the laws in the Bible? Do you believe... It's all such softball questions. It shouldn't be hard to answer. Can you hear me, Sammy? Just checking. I can't hear Sammy. Up. Can you hear me, Sammy? Just checking. Oh, I think Discord just crashed. That's going to be unfortunate. Yeah, Discord crashed. Unfortunate. Here, I will quit Discord. That's going to be ugly for the live stream. It's going to be a real sloppy first live stream for the YouTube audience, the people that are watching. Which is okay. I am prepared. I was prepared to not be prepared. I suppose I'll hit play for at least a little bit.
In here.
In my opening, right? That
We're watching
I believe that
something.
you're actually a more real.
You're watching something? What are you guys watching?
You're assuming the premise, right? That morality is dependent on.
I don't have the time or patience to click on it.
Yeah, an intuitive moral system.
Saying that
Moral system requires very little rational.
I'll just
natural
rewind it.
light
I'm going to turn down the speed a little bit because it's kind of hard for me to understand what's going on. 1.25 is probably acceptable.
of a reason.
Huh?
You can't.
Shut up.
Oh, that's loading.
Yes, absolutely.
I wanted to ask a Catholic.
Through the natural light of our reason,
Yeah, this guy tried to... he got muted for wanting to actually ask a Catholic a question.
and through observation, you know, we could have
So-
a quote unquote. We could have a like sphere of morality, you know, that we can use to like buttress like further, you know, conclusions about, you know, what we perceive as moral facts, you know, given a set of circumstances.
So, you're saying that a person can reason their way to determine what is good, bad, right, and wrong. Yeah, that's where this is where I pin him. I'm making sure that I can rejoin Discord. And once I do, I'll kind of like get into more talking with Sammy. Because I don't want to miss out on Sammy. Reconnect. Whoever made that Discorda sound sucks. I hate it. I'm here. I think I'm here. Oh yeah, apophatic shouldn't be muted.
Oh, sorry.
Now you're good. I invited him. You're good. Sorry, Discord crashed. I hope it doesn't happen too much. If it does, then I'll probably reset the stream. So yeah, apophatic. Click on my Discord stream, and so apophatic. Just to let you know, yesterday I just so happened to join the Catholic room on my alt account, and he, and what's his face. Damn, Q, are you okay?
Bubba.
I have one alt. Q, what's up, apophatic?
Nothing much, man. The ceiling. Just kidding.
You're so
Yeah,
funny.
I thought I missed it because I went for a run and I saw that you added everybody like almost 40 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago.
Oh,
I was
no.
like, shit.
Oh no, we're only like
Alright.
If you see the stream, we're only this far into the debate.
I see. Yeah. All right.
So yeah, what I did was I recorded when I heard that when Abismo was talking shit about me in the live stream, and so I just like thought, all right, if I record this, then I'll just make it a live stream tomorrow. And then yeah, I was just like, this will be my first YouTube live stream. So apophatic, you're my first YouTube live stream. That's dope.
It sounds great. I'm not gonna say any slurs. Trust me.
If you do, then I will ban you forever. Just kidding.
Okay, got it.
Just kidding. I'll give you a kiss. I'll give you a kiss.
Special
Post
pass.
both. Post both on your channel so people can compare it.
No denying major events within World War II history. I got it, dude.
So, oh yeah, apophatic. I want to show you. I assume you're looking at my stream on Discord.
Yes, I am indeed.
Want to hear Abismo crash out?
He always crashes out. Let's hear it.
All right. Up. Oh no, you can't see this. Hold on. I'll just kind of give no. I'll just kind of give no.
Amazing wallpaper.
Thank you. 10 out of 10.
Born. You fucking scumbag! What the fuck do you have to offer your kid? You're a fucking little shit!
10 out of 10. I can't even play the whole thing for YouTube TOS.
You can like, oh yeah, because it's live. You can't like cut it out and stuff.
Yeah, I'm live. I'm a YouTuber.
Official.
The YouTubes.
On your first stream. Ooh.
Alright.
I'm sorry he crashed out. That's really annoying.
Well, congratulations, you're a subjective moralist. Yeah, it's really annoying seeing the thing flip back and forth. Here, I'm gonna become gray. Alright, here we go. This is as good as it's gonna get.
I would refute that. Again, I mean, I laid out in my opening, right, that I believe that you're actually a moral realist.
Him pinning me as a moral realist made no sense to me. Like, are you lost? The debate is I am the subjective moralist and you are the objective moralist. Why are you trying to pin me as I don't get it.
As I said, Abismo is mentally deficient. He's mentally deficient in everything he does. I'm not gonna lie to you.
All right.
Look at how like
I want to hear what he says here.
I don't know. Look at how like content with him he is with himself.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, look at him. He's happy, dude.
I was fucking smiling my dumbass off like I was smiling my stupid ass off when he said that you can come to an objective moral truth using your own subjective conclusions. Bro, I wish I pressed him more and more, but it's when I realized I had no time to ask him all the questions I had prepared because he wanted to. I ran this. I also rewatched the entire stream. I asked him a total of 33 questions. Guess how many he actually answered within less than 10 seconds?
How many?
3. 3.
Wow. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
He asked me.
Yeah, he's a troll.
Oh, we can unmute Base Jew. I like Base Jew.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Base Jew. I am live on YouTube, so try not to accuse me of being an N-word hard R or something.
Whoa. No, I was going to say, I've just heard some news. It's over for Reichsfuhrer Musk.
Whoa, shut up. Yeah, we're watching my debate with Abismo, and you just click on my Discord live stream.
You better stay quiet, buddy. I'm just kidding.
I don't like Abismo. He's a bit of a pedantic guy. But have you heard, though? It's over for Musk.
Okay, we don't care. Let's go, Bubba. Let's go.
Alright, hitting play.
He thinks he's got you.
Like, he thinks it's ridiculous to assume otherwise.
Yeah.
No, not true.
Why is he like this?
This is how a lot of liberal brain dead people are.
He does that a lot. He accused me of being liberal a lot. I thought it was strange.
That's all he does. He uses filler words that have no correlation to the conversation whatsoever in order to label you as something. Or like when he's debating, he'll like say random words that has nothing to do with the conversation. Let's continue.
Here's the thing, Nirfart.
He's chronically online, I think.
I don't know. You know, that's the dude. We're all. Well, I know when we're trying to run cover and give people the best excuses possible. That's us as quote unquote Christians.
Oh yeah,
so just rhetoric. It's just rhetoric.
Streaming. I just want to make sure I'm still live streaming. Yes, I am. Okay. So this is something that happened for like the next 5 minutes. He went on a rant about how Bubba is not your friend, and you should start. He put Christians on a big pedestal and Catholics on a big pedestal, and was like, okay. He said like Bubba's not your friend. He was never a Christian. He's one of those people that accuses me of never being a Christian.
Yeah.
I'm used to it at this point. It doesn't.
Well, my question is, what does this have to do with the topic of the debate? Like, what? Him going on a rant about how you can't trust Bubba isn't proving any points of the topic. So he's just doing rhetoric, completely unprofessional.
Projecting on other people.
Yeah.
There's a fucking reality here where that might not actually be true.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what we're debating about.
It's dark, but there's plenty of fucking psychos in fucking prison
systems.
systems.
No, he's talking about.
I don't know if you guys
calling me a
have done prison
psycho
ministry before. Dude, I've done prison ministry. You're gonna meet very, very good people that they did bad things, so they do deserve to be there. But then, dude, you're gonna meet some fucking psychotic people that, like, you know what I'm talking about? Like the fucking like the gang dude, the gang member who's like killed multiple people, and like he's just like trying to act fucking all hard and stuff, but you know inside like he's like either scared as shit or he's completely losing fucking connection with all fucking reality. You meet those guys.
Yeah, there's a documentary about that. It's called The Mask.
Annoying.
He let your own boys, like, you know, from.
And they bought into that lie, and now they have fucking blood in their hands.
It's all meta, bro.
Yeah,
it's all meta.
I'm pretty sure that the point of him bringing this up at all was just to like, I don't know. He was, first of all, he compared me to like psycho prisoners who claim to have been reformed. When
oh my goodness,
it's I don't know. I kind of want.
It's all. Is he drunk again? The Abismo guy.
Well, I don't know. I don't really care. It doesn't bother me.
You're assuming the premise, right? That morality is dependent on some intuitive moral system.
Yeah, that's my definition.
Right.
Yeah, an intuitive moral system, meaning a moral system which requires very little rationale. Yeah, that's a moment where this is kind of where the first 10 minutes of my cross examination is when I realized how bad this debate was going to go. It's that he said, you think that your morality is dependent on some intuitive moral system. And I jumped in to kind of say what I mean by intuitive. I said, yeah, intuitive means something that requires little to no rationale. You can just kind of know it real quickly. You just know what is good, bad, right, and wrong without having to think too much. And then he steamrolled me for another probably 10 seconds, I want to say.
Right, but by the very fact that an external moral intuitive system stands independent means that you believe in objective facts about the world.
I want to go over that. By saying that there is an intuitive moral system means that you believe that there is a set of objective moral laws which runs the world. No. Intuitive moral system doesn't really... My definition of saying that an intuitive system which determines good, bad, right, and wrong has nothing to do with saying that there's an objective morality. It doesn't lean one way or the other on a, you know...
I think you smoked them. I think you mentioned like the Aztecs removing hearts. I don't remember. Was this mentioned in the debate?
The Aztecs. What about the Aztecs?
Yeah, they would like do sacrifice and take out the heart and stuff, and they all thought it was right. but obviously it's like it's gonna kill everybody, so it's kind of retarded. But I think you mentioned that. I don't remember the like. I'm pretty sure you mentioned that.
Something that I'll only bring it up when we get to it because I don't want to confuse the people watching the stream live on YouTube or watching it later.
My bad.
Yeah, we're gonna
moral objectivist. You're a realist.
It's like Abismo. He says that a lot. Like, dude, the more you say it, the less I believe you. But you just
do you get the irony of this? Okay, so he's
in to moral facts.
It depends on. I'd say there's. If you're gonna say that,
arguably the same could be maintained for access to a quote-unquote Christian God versus a Hindu God.
Hold on, I rewinded too much.
You know what we perceive.
No.
You know, given a set of circumstances.
So you're saying that a person can reason their way to determine what is good, bad, right, and wrong.
Right. Okay. So he's saying that that I'm saying that someone can reason their way to determining what is good or right or good or wrong, and my answer is yes, right? And he goes, what? That makes you a moral subjectivist, right?
Yeah.
Or moral. Yes.
Pause here.
Yes is the answer.
Do you remember? I mentioned this at the end of the debate, and he lied. He just he's full of shit. I mentioned exactly what he said, and he said the opposite later on. I'm looking at it, and I was actually right. Yeah, the moment he compared Hinduism to Christianity was the moment he lost his debate, because he just showed that he's a subjective moralist. And yeah,
it's I was shocked when he said that the way that you interpret morality is through logic and reasoning, because logic is objective, yes, reasoning is not. Again, me and you reason to things, no matter what they are, to determining what is the best color that exists. If you think blue, then me and you reasoned different. Even if we both say blue, then we have different reasons for doing so. And so if I say, no, this is a point that Abismo makes later that we'll kind of look at, because I thought about this as he was saying it while I was watching. You're a subjective moralist. True.
The reason why he's going to find that ridiculous is because it could only be if he maintains that reason isn't human beings don't all have the capacity to reason in the same way.
Yeah.
Human beings don't all have the capacity to. Well, I mean, if he's talking about retards, then yeah. Like some people just.
But wait. He said it's intuitive, so even the retard.
Even the retard could. Even the retard could indeed reason in some way. But it's not all human. I'm not sure what human beings he's talking to that don't have the ability to reason. Yeah, sure. No one in the entire Earth. There's no two people in the existence of humanity who reason to things the exact same way. If there did exist two such people, then they would be clones, literal biological clones.
What makes him different from any other person throughout history that believed that human people were less human because they didn't reason like he did?
The Nazis.
Yeah, he accused. That's kind of what I was going to bring up. He accused me of being a Nazi several times. I already said that earlier.
You get it. Or, right, you could come up with all sorts of fucking reasons. Right?
Okay,
it could even come down to as what people believe about what the color of people's skin means. That's literally what people did.
Yeah.
The point that he's missing is that I could just... When he says that reasoning is objective... he says it in a second.
That's what we do all the time. If you don't reason the same way that I do, then you're fucking bad and evil.
Yeah.
But that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you could just go to a leap to a universalizing people or universal principle that just because people don't reason the same way, they're fucking evil. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that it could just be the fucking fact that they got the facts wrong.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is...
No, that's a good point, actually. If there is an objective moral law, and I believe... Like, let's say murder is wrong. Let's say murder is objectively wrong. And I reason to say that murder is right. Then the problem isn't with the law, if it existed. Then the problem would be with the reasoning. If I reason my way to say that murder is okay, then clearly I got something wrong. But, I mean, that's the point of the debate. That's why we're debating.
Is that it's objective because we all have the same access to the same moral facts. Some people get it wrong, some people get it right. But the reason why they get it wrong and right is because there is actually a truth.
That's kind of...
That's just fucking obvious.
Yeah.
Why would we argue about shit in the first place? Anyways, whatever.
I mean, I would refute that. Again, I mean, I laid out in my opening, right, that I believe that you're actually a moral realist.
Yeah, it's stupid.
You're assuming the premise, right, that morality is dependent on some intuitive moral system, right?
Yeah, an intuitive moral system, meaning
that
a moral system requires very little rationale.
Right, but by the very fact that an external moral intuitive system stands independent means that you believe in objective facts about the world.
An intuitive moral system? No, it's the point that he misses is that I believe that my intuitive moral system points to the moral law which I prescribe for myself. He forgets that the only difference between me and him is that the agent which prescribes my morality to him is something external, and to me it's internal, it's myself. So when he says that I believe in moral realism because I have the ability to more intuitively think of what is moral, is false. That just ain't it.
I think we're being a bit too harsh. Maybe he has retard intuition, the thing that he mentioned earlier.
Retard intuition.
Sorry, please continue.
Abismo, you just agreed with me that you can rationalize your way to reasoning what is good, bad, right, wrong, or what is moral through your own interpretation of it, which is yeah. That's why what I just said just now is exactly what I just said. Damn, past me is smart. It's because what I'm accusing Abismo of here is that he is gaining his moral reasoning from his own intuitive reasoning. If the source of your morality comes from your own intuitive reasoning, that is subjective. Everyone's intuitive reasoning is different. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yeah.
Which, I mean, I don't know if anyone else heard that in the debate stage, or if they heard it when they rewatched the stream, but I picked up on it immediately. The definition of subjective.
Yeah, I think you're kind of like, picking and choosing, what you're.
I'm using your own words, and I'm just providing the logical conclusion as to what it is entailed by. Which is, if you're going to say that I can rationalize. Something that I realized from watching this debate is I talk so fast that I stutter too much, and I'm purposefully slowing myself down so that I sound smarter. Pretty much. Like, I don't want to talk too fast because if I do, then I'm going to stop and I'm going to stutter. I'm going to stop and I'm going to stutter. I'm going to stop and I'm going to stutter, and I don't sound as convincing. Through my own experience as to what is moral. That is the definition of subjective.
That is not the definition of moral subjectivity.
Dependent on the human mind, which is also changeable.
Yeah, but it's not. That's not the classical definition.
I don't care. It's my definition. Fuck you. If you agree with me a second ago.
I find it ironic that you're going to accuse me of using words in like some idiosyncratic way, but that's kind of what that's what I'm trying to be.
Oh yeah, that's why I made sure that he did. That's why I made sure that he agreed with my definition in the beginning, which is before this video started. He agreed that objective moral truth is something that is external to the human mind and unchanging. And then he said that he gets his moral facts from internal, personal interpretation. So I'm not being idiosyncratic. I made sure he agreed with my definitions, which he did, and then now he's accusing me of not using classical definitions. It's the definitions that we agreed on.
You see what happened here? You try to slow yourself down because you're speaking too fast, but what should have happened is you should have slowed it even more, like maximum slowness, because his brain just doesn't comprehend.
Yeah, I think the reason I say that is because there's a person who's been watching like pretty much all of my videos whose name is like Cade or whatever, and they're saying that Abismo sounded more convincing and more well-read because I was talking too fast, and it sucks. And he is a person who actually is biased towards me, saying that they think that Abismo was more convincing. And I was like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. I should probably slow down a little bit. Not slow down my brain, but just slow down when I speak.
Actually, I think Abismo was gaming the system, because even when you were talking, he was interrupting you a lot. So he was just trying to make himself look like he knew what he was talking about, but he was waffling too much. And I did catch him out on that afterwards. But you're right.
Alright, play. It's not even little. By the way, your live stream's still on. Second, but you agree with my definition. I just casually said, "Hey, your live stream's still on." something that is an objective truth would be something that is external to the human mind and unchanging. And you just said that you can determine moral truths dependent on the human mind, and they would have the ability to change. I can change my views on morality, correct?
Right. That's why in my opening statement, I was very clear and transparent.
I hope more people saw. I did a Bubba stare. Just a little classic Bubba stare into the camera. I was like, what the fuck am I missing here? Is me throwing my arms in the air.
Of what my definition of a concept of a moral reason is, right? That some factor consideration could give us reason for doing a particular action when this factor consideration counts in favor of doing action X. What I'm arguing here is that this is like literally the same starting point for moral relativists.
Yeah,
the problem, the challenge I was asking you in my opening was that if that's the case,
we can get into the challenge. Abismo, we can get into the challenge of your opening. Yeah, this is where you can tell that my frustration begins, and because as soon as he started to go off on a tangent that I did not want to hear, I cut him off, and I'm like, Abismo, we can hear more about how you determine morality when it's your turn to question me. But he wanted to keep steamrolling. I needed to get to, because my questions were laid out in a way where part one is that I'm going to just establish where he gets his moral framework from. Part two is I'm going to point out that his objective moral framework comes from the Bible, comes from God, and God does a lot of immoral shit, like slavery, and some things I didn't even get to. Later. It's like you can cross-examine me with your opening
sure.
when it's your turn. Sure.
So he wouldn't even let me clarify, right?
Yeah,
what my position is, but
yeah, because I have more questions to get to, you fuck. You're taking up my time.
This whole time, he's claiming to ask me questions to clarify what my perspective is, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty clear that he's only going to accept, right, one that ascribes to divine command theory.
That's not true. I didn't even know what divine command theory was. Turns out I just agreed with it, though. But still, I'm not saying... I say I don't care several times, not because I actually don't care, but it's because I want to move the fuck on. I'm running out of time. So when I say, Abismo, shut up, I don't care, we'll get to it later, it's because I need to ask more questions. I need to get my... I have a fucking... I'm working here.
Because it could be the case that that's the only one that he knows.
Back to my line of questioning. Softball questions. You're a Catholic, right?
I don't know, but yeah, but that seems like a non sequitur.
Just answer the question.
Pause it. I said the exact same thing. I asked him, "You're Catholic," and he just kept running away.
Just answer. Just yes, I'm a Catholic. With like him complaining that it's a non sequitur is my entire issue with the debate. Is that if you just say yes, I'm a Catholic, we can move the fuck on. Yes, you're a Catholic.
Moral objectivity.
Okay, the answer is yes. I have to answer for him. You fucking child. You believe that God. You believe in the God of the Bible, correct?
Sure.
Yeah. And you believe the God of the Bible is omnibenevolent, correct? That was the second time that he answered a question within less than 10 seconds.
I think we can know.
Look at my face, bro. What do you mean,
Is your name Abismo?
Is your name Abismo? Well, I don't know if I agree with that clarification. You see, are you talking about my real name, or are you talking about my Discord name? Because my Discord name on my profile, my server name is something different. Dude, just answer the fucking question, please.
My name depends on what moral framework you use.
Well, I mean, if we're talking about the name on my birth certificate, then we're going to disagree.
An omnibenevolent attribute, but
that really pissed me off because I mean, yeah, a big part it pissed me off not because. I mean, yeah, I need him to answer yes, God is omnibenevolent. Don't get me wrong, that's true. Like, I need him to answer that. It's part of my foundation. But at the same time, the answer is just yes, God is omnibenevolent. If you disagree with that, then you're a fucking heretic. What did he answer? Let me see what he answered.
Could have like an omnibenevolent.
He could have an omnibenevolent attribute.
I don't believe there's any division or multiplicity of.
Okay, I don't care whether or not you believe that there's a division or multiplicity of his natures. And saying that he's omnibenevolent doesn't mean that there is a division or a multiplicity of his natures. You're just saying that he's not. God.
Parts within God.
What's up?
It's because he's using retard intuition. That's why it's a bit confusing.
Retarduition.
Intuition. Yeah.
One of the natures of God is that he's omnibenevolent. Just again, I press him. Just the nature of God is that he's omnibenevolent. Yes. Please, just in other words, answer the fucking question, please.
Yeah, but the way that we know that, you know, we could be generous or altruistic is through a contingent means of knowledge, right?
This is something that I understand in hindsight. He thought I was derailing by asking him these questions about him being a Catholic, about the God of the Bible. The thing is that it would have fit more. It would have made more sense if he was more patient, because where this is leading to is I'm asking him if he's a Catholic, if he believes in the God of the Bible, if he believes that God is omnibenevolent, if he believes that God's commands are ultimately good, because what I want to kind of, and this could be seen as an ad hom, but it still kind of works in my favor. Because if I say, you agree that if God commands you to do slavery or to commit genocide, then that would be good to you. That is not consistent with reality. It's not consistent with reality to say that genocide is sometimes good, or that slavery, owning another person, is sometimes good. It's more consistent with reality to say that, like, I believe that slavery is bad because of my own opinion of what is good, bad, right, and wrong. Like,
of course.
Which, and this is the first time I'll say it, is that which is not a proof. It doesn't prove that objective morality is false, but it is an evidence for it. And he accuses me of this later, and I can get more into that.
Like I don't care about contingent. I don't care about contingent means of knowledge. Succession of events, human interaction, observation. That being generous could be good, and then I will apply that attribute.
Do you see how he keeps trying to interrupt me?
Yeah.
It's my. Oh, dude, I love that. So yeah, I didn't even think about that till just now. He says, "You see how he keeps trying to interrupt me?" But meanwhile, let me pull up. No. Let me pull up the last. No, I don't even have to pull up the last. I just have to pull up the actual debate itself on my channel. So this is like an unlisted video that I recorded. Let me pull up the actual first 20 seconds of my video.
Is that his one-liner? He just says, "Why are you interrupting me? I want my time back."
This one right here. First 20 seconds of this video. I'm allowed to fucking interrupt you, Bubba. It's my time. So keep in mind, he just accused me of interrupting him. See how he keeps trying to interrupt me?
Bubba's going to be claiming that.
Question was, how can we account?
That's the whole point of the cross-examination, Bubba. I get to interrupt you.
Ace, yeah, see, there it is. Ace can be unmuted. Ace DM'd
sorry.
Yeah, Ace DM'd me earlier and said that, nice YouTube channel. So hi,
Yeah, what
Ace.
up, Bubs?
Right now we're reviewing the live stream with Abismo, the debate with Abismo.
Oh, I saw the post-debate review, I believe.
The post-debate review.
Was that with him? The last post video that you made?
The last post was, that was a Spurg.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Abismo. Yeah. Post-debate Spurg. Yeah, I saw that part. I didn't see the debate itself. I don't think you even posted it.
I did post it.
Oh, no, you did. Oh, okay.
Right
yeah, no, I didn't watch that. No, just the Spurg.
Yeah, right now.
Dude, unhinged, my friend. Oh.
Oh, yeah, so speaking of unhinged, so let me show you what me and Sammy just saw. Are you on my live stream?
Yeah.
So I'm going to go back 5 seconds. So Abismo accuses me of interrupting him right here, right?
Abismo, I will apply that attribute.
Do you see how he keeps trying to interrupt me?
Yeah.
And then here's him 45 minutes later. What? How can we account?
That's the whole point of the cross-examination, Bubba. I get to interrupt you.
Like, dude.
Okay, Bubba, I see this and I'm like, oh man, I know you're like way better than this, but I don't know, it's like, it's the content, it's the fun of it, it's whatever. I'm like sick of these types of people, to be honest. Just because I've seen too much of it.
2 seconds, I'll be right back, guys.
Sorry, Shoshi. I mute everybody who is new to the VC. I'm impartial when I do that. It's everyone I'm muting, and yeah, not just you. How are you, Ace? I haven't spoken to you. No, I don't think I've spoken to you before.
Good man. Yeah. I'm pretty new here, so yeah, I like Bubba's, I guess, rationality about things, right? His skepticism of miracles and the supernatural, and maintaining like a deistic philosophy. Yeah, I have a lot of similarities in his sort of beliefs there.
Hey, I'm back.
He's rational. He's rational. Yeah, sorry.
I'm like, I was just saying, I'm not quite deistic. I don't think I'm actually like theistic, but the supernaturals things, like, I'm definitely like in the same boat, questioning that. Seeing stories as, you know, they're there for, I guess, other reasons than truth. Like
what was I gonna say? Ace, me and you can talk more about where you're at theistically with supernatural stuff probably after I'm done live streaming, because I'd be because I mean you sent me a nice DM and I don't really remember us ever speaking. Have we spoken before? Because it looked like our first DM.
Yeah, briefly. I introduced you to Noahidism, I believe.
Noahide. All right. Well, we'll look more into that later. We'll look at that more into that together because I haven't looked into it since. All right, hit play.
Sure.
Oh. After he says, okay, what?
Oh, Apophatic. Let me show you something. Sorry. Yeah, every time Apophatic just got here. Apophatic, you watching? Yeah, he's watching. So Abismo's about to accuse me of interrupting.
Do you see how he keeps trying to interrupt me?
Also Abismo. Question was, how can we
account? That's the whole point of the cross-examination, Bubba. I get to interrupt you.
Love it.
Yeah.
After he says, okay, what? Right? And I keep trying to clarify, and then he goes, now you're steamrolling me because I don't understand what you're saying. And then Taco just jumps in and tries to cover. Right.
Yeah, he accused Taco of like covering and being my bitch and being my like all this stupid shit. Taco is very. I do believe that he was very. He accused. Taco jumped on me for ad homing too much, and Taco didn't do a bad job. Like Abismo was being like taking up all my time, and Taco's done this for at least a year, as far as I know.
Someone told me Taco was one of the best moderators on the server, so I agree. He does do things impartially, which is quite good.
Me and Taco disagree on a bunch of shit. Like, he's pretty liberal, and he's a pretty strict atheist. I'm not strictly atheist. I'm pretty deist. But, like, I'll keep going.
Anyways.
Abismo, this is Bubba's time. He's requesting his time back.
Yeah. I'm pulling you back on topic. The question is simply, is God omnibenevolent? I don't need to know about the way that you contingently express truth.
We can express through human language that he is omnibenevolent.
Yes or no? Yes, I don't care about. I'm on a time limit, dude. Yes or no? God is omnibenevolent. Fuck.
You know, within God.
Yes, that's fine. I'm not claiming that there's division of parts within God. That's completely irrelevant.
Yeah, well, I mean,
so he doesn't care.
Yeah, because I'm on a time limit.
About the truth. He cares about the semantics.
No, I'm on a time limit.
I'm gonna appeal to Taco now. Taco, can we? I feel like we're a little bit like we're way off topic at this point because the topic is about moral positivity.
Yeah. I see why he's upset about that in the moment. It's because he doesn't see where I'm going. I want to claim that like you believe God's omnibenevolent, and if He commands you to do something, then it is good. So if God commands you to do slavery or commit murder or commit genocide, then you would see that as good. That's not consistent with reality. That's why the questions that I'm asking now are relevant. But he accuses me of them being irrelevant. And Apophatic probably has a problem with that because I mean he's a Christian, which you know, it's like Apophatic. What would you say to if I were to hit you with that line of questioning? Why can't I hear Apophatic?
Yeah, I can't hear him either. Apophatic, your mic's not working, but bro.
I assume he can hear me. Here, I'll let him answer. I'll let him figure that out.
No, I think he was being disingenuous. I think he knew what you were trying to do. He was just trying to dodge it. I 100% believe that. I think he was dodging.
By being in, because my alt is in this call, and I'm not really hiding my alt here. Like you can kind of tell if you're watching the video. If I genuinely don't think that he knew where I was going with it. He was just
okay.
Hi there.
He's back. Okay.
Yeah, Pathetic. What would you say if I would hit you with that line of questioning?
Can you please state it again if you don't mind? I'm sorry.
So I'm telling Abismo, so you believe God is omnibenevolent. Everything that, if God commands you to do something, then it would be good. If God commands you to jump, then it would be good. So if God commanded you to do slavery, to commit genocide, and to kill, then that would be good, under your view. but that is not consistent with reality to do any of those things and for it to be good.
Okay, so the way I would respond is you're giving a hidden straw man here, which is that all theists hold to command theory, which is that morality, or what's moral, is only based upon what God commands, right? So there's a belief that murder would be moral if God just said, hey, it's moral now, right? You don't have to hold to command theory. The theory of, like, morality that I hold to is that morality itself is patterned after the nature of God, which is just supreme goodness. So God cannot command that which is in contradiction to his nature, right? So if he were to command you to rape a girl, that is not God, right? Because it's the basic understanding of the will. One second. The will is not above the nature. So everybody wills according to their essence or their nature. This is the issue of Calvinism that they never understand. So God, right, cannot command evil because of his nature. We're not limiting God.
Is slavery evil?
Powerful. Yes. I would say that some forms of slavery are evil.
Was the slavery in the Bible evil?
No.
Is beating a slave half to death, and as long as they survive after a day or two, is that bad?
Well, it depends on the context.
It's just like if a slave. So if I own a person in the context that the Bible says, I have the ability to beat them half to death because this Bible says if you do, then if they survive after a day or two, then you're not to be punished.
So this is a whole other question about the historical context, like, of their times, especially. So God's nature in relation to creation, right, changes, not internally, but extrinsically changes.
Yeah, pathetic. Right? I'll ask you one more question. I'll ask you one more question, which I'll let you respond to in full, because I want to go back to the live stream. It's
sure. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I'll ask you this question. You can answer it. Take up as much time as you need. It's that.
Sure.
You're saying that you're trying to appeal to the times in which slavery was okay at a certain time.
That's not my argument. That's a strong one.
Well, it's like you're saying that at the times slavery was seen as more acceptable for the times, and God
permitted slavery.
Yep, God permitted it at that time. So did God's nature change? Was he a psychopath who just got better in the New Testament?
As I said, there is a distinction between his passive will and his active will. So permitting something to happen and giving permission for a certain law to be put in place is distinct for actively willing and wanting that law, right? So this requires the understanding of the active-passive distinction within the will of God, and it also requires understanding of God's relation to humans within time and creation. The more and more that creation unfolds to his purpose and plan, and what he would permit at what time and for what reason and what historical context, right? So, I think that God's active will was shown within the New Testament, in contradistinction to the Old Testament, where his active will was not yet revealed in the fullest sense, and that's why, with his passive will, he permitted certain actions to be taken place.
I'll let play now. I won't respond because we'll go too far off. Like we're actually debating.
Wait, I'm sorry. Yeah. We'll just continue watching.
Are going to lead onto the topic, which is about what you determine to be good, bad, or wrong, and where it comes from. I'm not even a look. If I were to go back and I were to say anything, I would say every time that he says, I am begging the question, I would ask him what conclusion is within that question. The question I just asked him was, is God omnibenevolent? And his response is, you are begging the question.
That's not an argument. Right? So whenever Abismo says this, as I said, here's the filler words here. He'll accuse you of some type of fallacy that he doesn't even know what the fallacy is. He just says to say it.
Yeah.
And he says it to you because he thinks that he's sounding smart. Let's continue.
You can tell me I'm begging the question when it's your time. But you believe that everything that God does and commands in the Bible is good, ultimately, correct?
We can discover them to be good for us, yeah.
Bubba's a Pharisee. This is what.
Yo.
Sorry, that made me laugh.
The Pharisees were doing. discovered them to being good. But that,
Yeah.
I'm a Pharisee.
And would you say that the Bible is a reliable way to interpret God's moral law?
I think Scripture is one source.
For the record, this is the last time that he answers a question directly within 10 seconds. I have 28 more minutes of cross-exam. That's the last time he answers a question within 10 seconds. I made sure. I rewatched my cross-exam.
Source that could provide us, not just the Scripture, but obviously through the Ecclesiastes.
Oh no, I lied. It's not this
Catholics. Those could be two sources of objective moral facts that can inform our reason in daily practical living or life. But as far as is the Bible descriptive claims about what the law of God is, that's not only debatable, but then now we're talking about theology and not moral philosophy.
There's the way that you ought to behave
which is why I'm saying
Bible.
you're begging the question.
The way that you ought to behave morally is in the Bible.
Morality doesn't have to do with descriptive claims. It has to do with normative claims.
Let's mitigate the
That's true.
a little bit as well.
That's fine.
Here, next question is, I just want to see if you're honest. If you barely said that God is omnibenevolent, and that
notice how pissed I get. You barely said that God is omnibenevolent. It's like, dude, that's how pissed I'm getting. Just like
that he does and commands.
It is something I do wish that I kind of held my temper back a little bit more to seem like I was. In hindsight, it does look like I'm winning more if I'm not so angry, which has always been the case. But Abismo's also, he's a little.
An rational agent that has some type of understanding of debate that can interpret what's going on in a debate would understand that Abismo is fucking stupid. He's retarded. Nobody would ever think that he's winning in this context.
Yes, we've coined a term for that.
I mean, I have formal education in debate and in logic. This guy's retarded. He doesn't even know what he's talking about. He just says a bunch of nothing.
We coined a term for that. You actually hit the nail on the head twice now. Before you said he doesn't know what a fallacy is. Me and Bubba named this term. It's called retard intuition.
I just call it word salad. It's all word salad. It's not.
No. He tried to say that even people who Abismo said even people who are retarded have intuition. So we thought he was just projecting at this point. And yeah.
Let's continue. I don't want to hold him up.
Yeah. Oh, Bubba, you've lagged out. I think I have to add him. Once his thing's crashed. I think it's crashed.
I gotta get going here just a bit.
No, stay.
I have to get going.
Oh no! I muted my mic. I'm retarded.
Oh,
I'm watching your stream. I think are they?
No. No, I'm good. Here we go. Play.
Okay.
Is a way that should be seen as a way that we ought to behave. Correct? If God commands us to do something, then we ought to do it.
I guess this is divine command theory. I didn't know what that was.
It goes into the Euthyphro dilemma. You should look it up. You know the Euthyphro dilemma, right?
Yeah. Sapphire brought up the Euthyphro dilemma in my problem of evil debate.
Yeah. Yeah. Is it good because God commands it, or is it good?
That's fine.
Does
God
command
it because it's good?
If God says jump, then it is good for me to jump.
Yeah, so I just kind of came up with this theory on my own. I never heard of the divine command theory. Apparently, but that's what this is.
That's a hypothetical.
Yeah, it's a theory. It's a theory that takes the horn of the Euthyphro dilemma that it's good if God commands it.
He doesn't descriptively tell me to jump in the Bible or through what I consider to be the ecclesiastical authority. They don't tell me to jump.
Here is not a hypothetical. When God commands Moses to go and give the Ten Commandments to the Israelites, that is an objectively good thing to do, correct?
For Moses at that time, if that account is historically reliable, and we could plausibly assume so based on our...
If I would go back to that moment, I would say that for that time pisses me off because he agreed that an objective moral truth is unchanging. But at that time, apathetic, you did just kind of, I let you go off, but I would press him more and more on that. But I can't keep pressing him on these points, which I think he's being retarded.
You don't have enough time.
Yeah, I didn't have enough time. I had 30 minutes, and Abismo took 20 of them.
That's surreal. That's surreal.
quote-unquote meta-analysis of the account itself.
Take a shot every time he says quote-unquote.
You're assuming a lot of things, right? Even in the interpretation.
Abismo, I don't care. I don't care if I'm assuming things. I'm asking you
Pause,
questions.
pause.
Yeah. So what's up?
Why did he say meta-analysis? He has no idea what meta-analysis means.
He doesn't know what that means. He doesn't know what these terms mean. This guy has no knowledge of debate. The first thing that any debater would mention that has some type of knowledge of the questions that you're asking would be like, well, you're assuming that I'm taking this horn of the Euvipro dilemma, which is divine command theory, etc., and go into it from there. This guy is literally not engaging whatsoever. He's retarded.
Well, you should, because what you're doing is an external critique, right?
Not even. I'm directly.
Do you see what he says? He doesn't care.
Yeah, he accuses me of that. It's the reason I don't care is because I am on a time limit. I can't express that enough. I don't. What I'm saying I'm not care to is not about whatever the fuck his meta ethics are. It's because I don't care because I don't want to hear him yap for another fucking 10 minutes about one question.
He doesn't care, dude.
About the descriptive claims of the Bible, whether they're descriptive or normative. He doesn't care. So then why is he asking the question in the first place? That's why I keep telling him you're just begging the question.
Yeah.
What question am I begging? What conclusion am I coming to with the question? Begging the question means drawing the conclusion from asking a question. It's like me asking Sammy, how long have you been a murderer? That assumes that he is a murderer. What the fuck is begging the question about? What was the question I asked? Let's see.
Descriptive claims of the Bible. Do you see what he's...
What you're doing is an external critique, right?
I'm assuming things. I'm asking you questions. Okay?
Assuming a lot of things, right? Even in the interpretation.
Abismo, I don't care. I don't care if I'm assuming things. I'm asking.
We assume so based on more quote-unquote meta-analysis of the account itself. We could plot for Moses at that time if that account
lights. That is an objectively. Oh yeah. Okay. So it was the question where I said, if God commanded me to jump, then that would be a good, or a moral good, right? I'm not assuming that it is or that it isn't. I'm asking you. If God, I'm asking you what the conclusion is. If God commands me to jump, ought I jump? I don't care if I'm assuming things. I'm asking you questions. Okay?
Well, you should, because what you're doing is an external critique, right?
Not even. I'm directly.
Do you see what he says? I keep telling him you're just begging the question.
He doesn't
It can
care.
only be one way.
The highway. His way or the highway.
I'm going to be calling out the morality of the Bible in a second. That's kind of true. I am leading him down a certain path.
No, you're right. You're right.
Questions. First off, does he know what begging the question is? Can he define what begging the question is? Does he even know that begging the question is assuming the conclusion in your premise? And the second question I'd like to ask him is begging the question informal or a formal fallacy, since he knows what he's talking about so much? Come on, dude.
I know the answer to both of those.
Your question was quite good. If God tells you to jump off a cliff, he's supposed to say yes because God is always good. So the fact that he's dodging this hard makes me question if he even knows his own faith. To be honest,
I think he knows it, but I think
no, we don't know what. I'm sorry to interrupt, but we don't know what horn of the dilemma he takes. So either the argument doesn't or does apply to him. It depends on what he believes.
I think that so here's what I think happened is that he knew the question I was asking. If God commands me to have slaves, is that good or bad? If he says yes, it makes him look bad because he permits slavery. If he says no, then he looks bad because he's unpermitting God in the Bible. He's saying that God is wrong. So, he's dancing around this topic because he doesn't want to look bad on stage in front of 60 people on Discord and about 80 people in Taco's live stream. Because,
he's gaming it. He's gaming the system pretty hard. Very hard.
Like, he doesn't want to say yes or no to that question. I wouldn't either if I was him. You were going to dance around these topics.
Whether or not morality can be objective. I think you're begging that question, Bubba.
So please do engage with his line of...
Begging that question of whether or not morality can be objective. You know my answer to that question. I say it is subjective.
You're assuming the conclusion. What the hell? Begging the question is when you make an argument that assumes the conclusion in your first premise. So where the hell? I mean, you're the one asking questions and he's the one answering, right? So to even label you as begging the question when you're asking questions is kind of odd. So whatever, just It's so hard to
This
watch.
is the cross-examination portion. You'll have time to make all these points later.
If I had it my way, Taka would have given me an extra 5 minutes. But he gave me, I think, an extra 60 seconds.
Those are my responses. I don't know what to say.
Okay.
It's just what we've established so far. This is like my next line.
Yeah. So I wanted to establish he believes God's omnibenevolent. Our morality comes from God, and everything that God commands or does is good. That's all I wanted to establish, but it took me fucking 12 minutes to get there.
Kind of questions it's going to lead to. So far, we know that Abismo believes that.
And he does speak up in a minute, but he's kind of right. Because I was kind of leading him, I was clearly leading him down those paths. I thought the questions were so softball that he wouldn't have a problem with answering yes or no to any of them. But he did, and now he accuses me of leading him down a pigeonhole.
Believes that there is an objective true moral law, which more or less most of it is prescribed by God, or some of it is prescribed by God, apparently.
I think you're misrepresenting
everything.
my position.
I'm not. Abismo, don't interrupt him.
Let's stop interrupting.
Yeah, it's everything that God does and everything that God commands ought to be seen as good, depending on the context, I suppose. This isn't a question, and it's everything that God does and everything that God commands, humans ought to do so. Which leads to my next set of questions. So,
yeah. So my next set of questions was to pin God as immoral. So let me kind of show you guys can see my whole screen, right? You can see.
Yes.
You can see this.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I want to show what my actual next set of questions were. It would be under debate. Oops.
If Abismo like prepared,
don't look at my porn.
Corn.
Don't look at my corn.
If Abismo just prepared for 5 minutes, this debate would have been much better. Like so many people would.
No, it never would be. It never would. Abismo's beyond redemption.
Oh yeah, true. So these are the questions that I just asked him that we got to. You can even see I scripted out. So we've established that God is a moral law was prescribed by God and leads us in the Bible, and everything God does and commands is a moral good. So I was going to point out slavery. I was going to point out genocide. I was going to point out what happened to Lot's wife, and I was also going to point out Pharaoh, which is this. And yeah, and you're about to see me ask about the Ten Commandments and about the New Testament or the Old Testament. I got to one of them. I got to genocide. Because I realized I was running out of time, and I got to Lot's wife. And then I talked about Pharaoh. Once I got here... So I'll show that later. I'll save that for later.
Abismo, do you see how I told him? I kept reminding him that you can't move from descriptive claims within the Bible to normative ones.
I just put a fucking cookie in my mouth. That's bad timing. I wanted to look up right now. What does normative claim mean? Because he says that a lot. A normative claim is a statement that expresses a value judgment or prescribes a certain action. Okay. And it goes beyond merely describing the way that things are.
But it's suggesting how things ought to be.
So a descriptive claim would be describing the way that things are, the way that things ought to be. A normative claim is a value that prescribes the way that things ought to be, you're saying?
Yes, it's a value judgment on a certain statement. So if you go back to that page again, to the little AI. Yeah. And the bottom there, it says, it goes beyond merely describing the way things are, ontology, and it instead suggests how things ought to be or should be. So it involves ethical, moral, or cultural standards. How are you even making a normative claim here? I don't see that. I mean, isn't he the one pointing to objective morality?
All I was doing was establishing his position so far. I didn't say that the way things ought to be anywhere. Let's go back.
This isn't a question.
Yeah, we know you didn't say that.
Everything that God does and everything that God commands, humans ought to do so. Which leads to my next set of questions. So, Abismo, do you see how I told him? I kept reminding him that you can't move from descriptive claims within the Bible to normative ones. And then he's just going to, quote unquote, redefine everything and just say, oh, you know what, he said it anyways, or that's what my script prepared, basically, and we're just going to run with that instead so I can get...
That's true. My script did prepare for it.
Could you pause it?
Bubba uses script.
Do you see how creepy his voice is? It's like he has blood in his eyes. He's not well.
Dude,
you just tell it from his voice.
So
And
I don't. So around like the end, he claims that he has fuck you money, and he tells a story about. He claims that he has fuck you money, implying that he's rich, and he says that he tells a story about how he took a jar and threw it at a dude with a Ferrari, and as somehow that means that he has fuck you money.
Well, I have a question. So what the hell does that have to do with the debate topic?
Yeah, he said that in this video.
Get to my next point.
Yeah.
It's literally what the Democrats do in Senate hearing.
That made me laugh. Did you guys hear that? Yeah, I'll play it again.
That instead, so I can get to my next point.
Yeah.
It's literally what the Democrats do in Senate hearing.
What?
Yeah.
I'm gonna create a Abismo soundboard, dude. This shit is hilarious.
Definitely not filling the 30 minutes. I think that you've done it very well.
Go ahead and just quickly. That's how pissed I'm getting. I'm losing my own time by accusing him of losing my time. Do you follow, as a Catholic or as a Christian, the laws of Moses in the Old Testament or the laws of Jesus in the New Testament?
Are you talking about the Noahide? Are you talking about the Noahide laws specifically?
Yeah. Like.
No, we do not.
No. And so how about the? Oh yeah, see, there you go. And the laws that Jesus commands.
I mean, Jesus didn't really prescribe specific, again, like the
God?
but he did make normative claims.
Yeah, he did. He made two great commandments.
Teachings.
Two great commandments. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, mind, and soul, and also love your neighbor as you love yourself. That's the way that you ought to behave.
Yeah.
Yep.
Those
True.
are normative claims.
So I just kind of caught him out in a lie there, but I didn't press him on it. But I caught him out in something that I apparently had more knowledge of the Bible than he does. He said that Jesus didn't command us to do anything in the Bible, and I said, yeah, he did. The two great commandments.
Is this guy high? He said the two great commandments are normative claims. Oh my goodness, that's
what does that have to do? What the hell? I mean, just stating that it's a normative claim of what you ought to do. Oh, it's just a normative claim. Does that make your like? I don't know what the hell. Why the hell are you saying that?
They're not descriptive claims. They're not laws, right? They're not prescriptions.
It's all filler for the cobwebs in his brain.
But you ought to follow
but that's kind of you're begging the question of whether it is or not.
I'm not.
So,
I'm not begging. I can't beg. I wish instead of saying I'm not begging the question, I wish I told him, "Can you define begging the question?"
That's what you should ask him. I'm asking that every single debate. You can't do it.
You know what he'll reply? He'll reply. 1 second. He'll reply. I want my time back.
When it's my time. I said, Abismo, can you define begging the question? And he would be like, that's a non sequitur. I'm like, can you define a non sequitur?
And then he will say, you see how he keeps trying to interrupt me? And then he will start raging.
and then he would just say this. Oh wait, no. How can
That's
we
the whole
account?
point of the cross-examination, Bubba. I get to interrupt you.
No, I would have said that.
That's what you're doing.
Here.
You're saying that it is a descriptively a certain way, therefore it ought to be, or
You're saying that it is a descriptive claim, therefore it is or ought to be.
Dude, I literally... I'm just, listen. I'm just going to say this about Abismo, alright? Abismo sounds like he went to ChatGPT, typed in, tell me cool debate terminology. ChatGPT responds, and he just parrots it in his debates, and he doesn't even know what it means. That's what it sounds like when he debates people. It's so annoying to watch.
But meta-analysis.
But meta-analysis, bro. But non sequitur.
How do I... Hold on, I want to share this debate. I want to share my YouTube live stream with Abismo in the Catholic chat. Oh, wait.
Even as, like... He's supposed to be Christian. Yeah.
No, sorry, go ahead.
He's supposed to be Christian. Jesus fulfills the law, so... Like, if Bubba just said not a single tittle will be removed from the law, then Abismo should just be quiet. But he just kept talking. It's bizarre.
Share. Let's see. Copy. Cool. And then I go to the Ask a Catholic room. And then I share it with Abismo. I'm such a schmuck. For apathetic.
Did absolutely nothing.
What?
What?
Nothing. Apathetic. Did I tell you that this is actually a recording of Abismo reviewing the stream? So I am streaming Abismo reviewing the debate.
No, I know.
Yeah.
You are streaming Abismo reviewing the debate. The point is that his review is terrible. His commentary is absolutely... He's not even addressing the points that y'all are making. He's just talking meta.
I'm not saying that you... Abismo, I am not... Abismo, shush your mouth. I am not claiming that you ought to behave this way. I'm saying Jesus tells you that you ought to behave this way, correct? And you want to go ahead and say that I'm begging the question and all this garbage.
Right, which is a normative claim that I...
Well, isn't this fucking enlightened?
That's a normative claim. Let's see. A normative...
Exactly. You see, the point you just made, that's exactly what I said just now.
He said that me saying that... I asked the question, if Jesus tells you a way that you ought to behave... No, sorry, sorry, let me say again. Sorry, I'm retarded. I was doing two things at once. I was asking the question. If Jesus commands you to behave a certain way, then that should be seen as a way that you ought to behave. So it would be good if Jesus tells you to love the Lord your God with all your might, with all your mind, body, soul, and spirit. Then that would mean that would be a good thing to do. And then he said that that's
maybe to
claim.
him, maybe to him, Jesus is a normative claim to him. I think that's what's going on.
Oh God.
Like,
and so for the Ten Commandments, for example,
that's not the standard for
next
how
question.
I determine objective.
Okay, I don't care. Abismo, next question. Take the commandments in the Old Testament, for example. Would you say that you ought to follow them? Don't murder, don't lie.
Accept those.
Okay.
Accept those, yes.
So let's make sure that you're consistent and honest with your worldview. Under a particular set of circumstances, is it okay to own slaves?
oh shit.
Oh yeah.
What does that have
Oh, Nier said that in the video. I thought one of you said that.
to do with the Ten Commandments themselves?
It's the
again,
law. Oh wait, I think I know that. Do I know Lamron? Hold on. I think I know Lamron's finest. Hold on.
I'll unmute him.
Hold on. I don't know yet. I'm not sure if he's friend or foe. I think I think we're chill. Hold on. Let me see.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's cool. He's cool.
Okay, unmuted.
He has a thuggish profile picture. Don't trust him. I'm just kidding.
You know me. We're in the channel with a bunch of theists.
Yeah.
I'm phoning my shit, man.
You're
just kidding. Yeah.
I'm not even black, dude. Everybody thinks I'm black, though.
I know.
I wonder why.
Yeah, maybe your profile picture is alluring.
They say my vernacular. I agree.
Yeah, Lemon, just so you know, I am just so you know, Lemon, I am live on YouTube, so try not to fucking scream the N-word hard R at me.
Yeah.
I'll try my best, dude. I'll try my best.
Alright, I got you. Alright, I'm gonna hit play. If you look at my Discord, live stream, you can follow along to what we're watching.
Nice.
So the Levitical laws or the rules in Deuteronomy don't apply to a Christian.
I'm saying is that always confused me. Not gonna lie, that always confused me personally, even as a Christian. Like, okay, so this big fat list of moral laws that we ought to follow in the Torah, just throw them out. They don't matter anymore. Okay, damn. If you say so. Under a very particular set of circumstances, which he has, to own slaves under a particular people under a particular way, you would do so, correct? Under your worldview.
Well, basically, from the account in Deuteronomy, according to the author, quote unquote, God allows
quote unquote
right to trade and hold slaves, right, in a particular way, right?
Yeah.
But those we would still have to take the text as a particular quote unquote source of moral
quote
facts
unquote
and not universal.
Yeah,
right?
I don't care your
it's
view
not
on
a,
moral facts.
right, well, I'm trying to answer your question. It's not a universal.
My sexy wife walks in. Hello, sexy wife. I'm not claiming that they are.
So it's not. Well, yeah, you are.
Do you see how disingenuous he is?
Yeah, no.
He's asking whether or not, right? As a Christian, you ascribe to them, and then when I say that these are only descriptive claims, and then he goes, "Oh, I'm not saying that they are."
It's true, I'm not. I'm asking you if you follow them. How the fuck does that mean I'm insisting that they're descriptive claims? I said, Abismo, do you follow these laws? And in his review, he's saying, that's a descriptive claim. How? Fucking how?
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Also, near if you're being a doormat.
He's a conniving little shit.
Preview. Hold on. I want to hear. So Lamron can hear this. Here, check this out. This is Abismo about 18 hours ago.
You fucking scumbag! What the fuck do you have to offer your kid? You're a fucking little shit!
That's Abismo last night.
He became unhinged, huh? What
I
happened?
think it was his month. It was his day of the month again. You know.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
that time, bro. What actually happened? So
He's leaking again. It's ovulation week is over, boys. I'm so sorry. Give him a tampon. Tell him to stick it in.
I just
want
want
up there, stick it in his nose,
whenever
stick it in his ear. Sorry.
Whenever we need a laugh, I'm just gonna play that.
Soundboard it.
So many different things of
If
Abismo.
people like this were to have fucking power,
screaming at me.
Yeah, whenever I want to go to sleep at night, I just play the clip of Abismo screaming at my face.
That's my like ringtone, bro. Phone ringtone. Seriously.
I'm a here's the problem with that, Epiphatic. I'm a caretaker, so I take care of disabled clients, right? If I was just like chilling on the couch, watching over them, and then they just hear, "You're a fucking little shit! You're a conniving little fuck!" And they'd be like, "What?"
That'd be great, bro. That would get you like a raise.
Did you know that you could use his salty tears to make good conditioner? I read that on Google Docs.
I was drinking Abismo's tears yesterday when he was. Oh yeah, so the reason the reason that Abismo crashed out, by the way, is because clearly I'm watching him with my alt account. Guess which one's mine? It's not hard. And
it's pretty easy.
Yeah, it's not hard to see. And so I accused him of calling me a Nazi, which I shouldn't say that word on YouTube, but he did. And then I jumped to his call on my main account. There's me right here being a dickhead. And I said, Abismo, you said Eep can be unmuted. We like Eep. Hi, Eep.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Yeah, Eep, we're watching we're watching the debate that I have with Abismo, just trying not to say any TOS violations.
I was wondering if it was him. Oh wait, are you like recording?
Oh yeah, I'm live actually.
He's live. You're on his first live. This is an honor.
Wow.
This is an honor. You should be fucking honored with my zero with my zero concurrent viewers.
No, he's gonna blow up soon. He's gonna get loads soon. He's gonna get loads of views soon. Watch.
I'm about to blow up any second.
Some of those profile pictures.
What are you, a Muslim?
No, he meant he's gonna turn into a blow up doll. No, that's worse. Never mind. I take that back.
Take it back. Hitting play.
You think
if people were to have power, if people like this were to have fucking power, they would just fucking persecute Christians all day.
Oh yeah, I should go back.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
He's a conniving little shit.
True.
You think
if people were to have power, if people like this were to have fucking power,
what's up?
Are you wearing little glasses in it?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he is.
Look at him. Look at what Abismo's saying, and his little friend Dick writing him like, like what? How do people take this guy seriously?
Oh yeah, Near and Fear is just Abismo's doormat. You know PMARS?
Yeah, no, PMARS. PMARS is my boy.
PMARS is to Darth Dawkins what Near and Fear is to Abismo.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Can I just say, like, I don't know how I'm a mod in that channel because he is a rad trad and I am not a trad.
Oh, Abismo's watching the stream, guys.
Rad trad.
I love it.
Abismo's watching it.
Oh, we love it.
I don't understand.
Oh, you're a mod in what channel?
Catholic.
She is?
In the Catholic one.
Oh, I like
Yeah,
it. Oh, we're going to talk shit about your guest for a moment if you don't mind.
But what?
We're talking shit about Abismo if you don't mind.
Bro, we do not care. We do not care in this channel. Is Abismo actually in your live?
What?
Can you screenshot Abismo's watching a stream?
He's watching right now. I can't see him. The reason I can't see who's watching the stream by name, it's Abismo pinged me and he said he gave me the definition of special pleading.
Give me that screenshot. I want to save it. I want to save it.
I can't. Oh yeah. We were accusing him of not knowing what special pleading meant. But you have to go.
I don't know what that means.
Look at the side chat of Ask a Catholics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just want to. If Abismo is in the chat, I just want to ask him when is he going to stop leaking so we can speak to him civilly. All right, let's continue. This is good. This is good. Yeah.
They were just fucking persecuting Christians all day.
Yeah.
True.
Like, you have no business of mistaking these type of people as friends. They are not your friends.
Abismo, we love you, dude.
Yeah, that's
so right.
That's the part where he accuses, like, he went on and said that, like, you can't trust Bubba, he's not your friend, and all this garbage. It was fine. I don't really. I'm just really. As kind of sad as it is, I'm really used to people saying that, like, I was never a Christian, I was never a follower of Christ, you shouldn't trust me, I'm evil, all this shit. Like, if my questions or my rejections of Christianity is such a threat to you, then that's your problem. It just is. Like, if I'm asking questions which are so hard for you that you have to consider me to be a piece of shit, or like you have to consider me be not your friend anymore, then fuck you. I'm homies with Apathetic, I'm homies with Sammy. Sammy, I don't even think... How many deists on the server do you know that are like me?
There's nobody. There's barely any deists on the server.
I can name 3.
Yeah.
I can name 3.
You can name 3.
You're a deist?
I can name. Yeah. I can name 3, not counting myself. No, counting myself. So 2. Me, a dude named
deists.
Yeah. I can name Mao Dong, who is actually a really cool dude. His name's funny, and also fucking Grizzly. Grizzly's a deist.
Grizzly's a deist?
Yes, sir.
I thought he was like a neo-pagan.
Isn't Grizzly the one that like gets really aggressive for like no reason?
Yes,
all of a sudden.
He's homeless.
Okay.
When you say, have you ever met like a deist as nice as me? There's like only 2 in the server, dude.
Alright, how do you play?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You're saying
like you would be a fool for assuming that Bubba's your friend. That's basically what it is.
Fuck you.
Oh my
you know
god, it's just
here?
meta.
It's
just
very
meta,
clear,
bro.
right? That he's already set on his perspective of how he has a prejudice about Christianity.
That pisses me off. People saying that I have a prejudice and all this garbage. That like, I have changed my.
It's just meta.
No. It's like think of how much my worldview has changed in the last year. I was a lovely
atheist.
I was a lovely little Baptist boy, going to church every Sunday 1 year ago. Didn't touch Discord, right? Going to school. I was still in college. Now I'm a deist. Now I'm a deist who doesn't believe in the Christian God. I used to be an atheist like 3 months ago, give or take. So fuck anyone who says
you got converted.
Yeah, fuck anyone who says I'm not open-minded. Fuck anyone who says I have my own presuppositions about Christianity and says that I'm closed-minded. Fuck all those people.
Yeah, you're just so close-minded, Bubba.
It's good that you became deist.
I would agree.
You are open-minded.
You were never one with Christ, brother. That's the problem.
Never one with Christ, bro. Once saved, always saved. You never became saved. You know what?
Or about people who
Muslims are starting to. You know, that Muslims actually think that you're born like.
Yo, business in the chat. Business in the chat.
Business in the chat.
Like,
he saw what I wrote. I think that's why he's raging.
Oh, he's posting videos of him debating. Wait, no. This is actually about me. He's posting videos of me debating him. Abismo, you got cooked in that debate. You said that Van Til invented JTB, and then I showed you the Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy, which mentions JTB in Plato. You are retarded. You got centuries wrong, bro. Whole centuries wrong.
Here? Oh wow, I feel special.
I want to add something. I asked Abismo a question and he just ran away. It's at the end of this debate. It's funny as heck.
So this video that I'm watching, we can probably watch the rest of the debate if we have time after. Abismo. So this whole video is just under my cross exam. And around like this video is an hour and a half long, probably like an hour 10 is when it ends, because he went on a 20-minute rant about the different types of moral relativism. And so it's more like an hour and 10 minutes. And also I sped up the video for our sake. Alright, so play.
Who believe in quote unquote Judeo-Christianity, or even Muslims for all intents and purposes. It seems to be more.
He accused me of being a Nazi. He accused me of being a Muslim. What hasn't he accused me of? He accused me of being a liberal. He should just accuse me of being a black short white man, a black short midget at this point.
More sympathetic towards Muslims.
Oh, dude, you're a black Hebrew Israelite Nation of Islam Yacubian follower.
True.
No. You're a racist, sexist, fascist. No, I'm just
Racism, sexism, homophobia, transphobia. Which five of those things are true. I'm not going to say which. Just kidding. I didn't say that.
Why?
Because he hates God, maybe?
True. Just kidding. I didn't say that.
That's ironic because after he left, yeah, talking.
Yeah, after.
I don't remember this guy. Who is that guy? The guy on the bottom with the funny letters in his name?
Don't know.
I don't know.
Do you know Gabby?
No. Hi, Gab. But I just like kind of want to welcome people who join, but I
Gab is a
can't.
deist. That's another deist.
Actually,
It's
interesting.
another deist. But it does say Marxist, libertarian, left, progressive, social democrat. So I'm just gonna X off that. Yeah, you're like the best deist in the server.
All right, hitting play. Yeah, go ahead and. Yeah, I'll let you guys let people know why they're getting muted in the side chat. It's just like I
Liam is
can't.
troll material. His ass is muted and staying muted.
You guys left. All he talked about was God.
That if
I have not claimed
accepts,
either
you're
or.
moving from an is to an ought, Bubba. You're saying that if one accepts the Ten Commandments, then one has to accept every single quote-unquote divine.
That's kind of a problem that I don't fall into. It's that it's when people. If Sammy were to ask me, Bubba, so do you think that blue is the best color? And then I were to say, what? Why do you think that I think blue's the best color? I know that you didn't infer that I believe. I don't know how to put this any other way but this. He's jumping to conclusions is the only way I can think of it. It's like if I were to say that fuck me, how do I put this? It's that, hey, Apophatic, do you think that blue is the best color? And then you were to say, why do you think that I think that blue is the best color? I didn't say that. I'm just asking you a question.
Hey Bubba, why do you think that like rape is okay? I mean, grape is okay.
See, you're jumping to conclusions. You just think that rape is okay? I think that rape is
Hey,
okay.
hey, don't say that word. Don't say that word now. It's great.
Oh, right, my bad.
Come on, you're on YouTube. You're just gonna get deleted. This is why I upload to Twitter. This is why.
Command theory.
Twitter.
So Bubba, what's your opinion on Crazy Mustache Man? No, I'm just kidding.
See, now you're inferring I'm a Nazi. I mean, fuck.
No, definitely not.
Hey, why do you believe it's only 271K, sir? Why do you doubt like 9/11?
Abismo, God in a particular way for a particular time and for a particular circumstance.
Abismo, he's moving on to the next question.
Yeah.
Abismo here gets really pissed every time Taco speaks, and I love it.
Okay. I was worried that I wasn't going to get to all my questions. I was going to get to all my questions too fast, but you've shown to me that it turns out I'm not going to get to all my questions. But you brought up the way that you ought to handle certain slaves if you were to own them, if God commands it. So, would you say... So, do you notice how I told him no? About, do I ascribe to the no...
So this is kind of truthful. People can get mad at me for this all they want, but the truth is I wasn't listening when Abismo was explaining his shit about slavery. So he's kind of right here. Like, notice how I said no, we don't prescribe to slavery. Because he's right, it is part of my script. So if he wants to bash at me for something, he can bash me for like I'm really following my script.
Bubba has a script confirmed? Question mark? What are you, Darth Dawkins?
I literally have fucking videos on my channel called Bubba's Script.
Yeah, it's cringe. Just kidding.
Noahide laws and how to treat slaves.
Yeah.
And then he goes, okay, well, all right, okay, so we've already established that you do accept.
To be fair, though, I'm asking him something that is relevant, which is if God commands you to own slaves, you would do it, yes? And then he eventually said yes, or at least kind of inferred that he said yes, so that's all I had to work with.
Treating slaves a certain way, right? Even though I had to give him the whole thing about like, just because it's written a particular way doesn't mean that divine command theory is true.
Yeah.
And then he goes, "No, we're just going to move with it. We're going to go with it. You accept it, whatever." And then he goes,
"To beat your slaves half to death as long as they recover after a day or two."
Because he can only ask me this
My
question if I already accept it.
wait, pause it right quick. Why did he not mention this in the debate? Maybe it sounds like he finally realized afterwards how terrible he did, that he actually tried to put in some effort with like the one thing that he knew, which was, oh, that's divine command theory. Like, why did you not mention that in the questioning? That is, the math ain't mathin', bro.
Oh, we can unmute Ego. Ego's chill. Yeah, we like Ego.
Yeah, what's up? You have been unmuted.
Vegan room mod, I don't like it. I'm just kidding.
Now we like Ego.
Yeah, what's up? Where were you guys?
We are right here.
This first question.
Oh yeah, this Ego. I know Ego.
Well,
I remember from the debate.
Yeah. He was there. He asked me questions the second time.
He asked good questions, actually.
He what?
He asked really good questions. He asked really good questions. But please continue.
I fucking destroyed him because he doesn't have the answers either. You just demonstrate that. Done.
Yeah, true.
It's just making this essentially the problem of evil, but saying that he doesn't have to address it because he.
I definitely did not at any point try to lead this to the problem of evil.
Thinks souls are subjective. So, like, right?
Yeah, so we're completely off topic at this point.
Yeah, this is really what he wanted to talk about.
Yeah, this is the problem that I was having, is that I was trying to lead us back to the topic, but because Abismo was taking so fucking long to answer my questions, he didn't see how we were leading to the topic. Like I said earlier, I'll repeat it for the chat, basically, that Abismo, I was asking him, like, are you a Catholic? Do you believe that God is omnibenevolent? Do you believe that the God of the Bible is a reliable way to find what God's moral law is? These questions seem irrelevant at face value, but what I'm leading to is, like, showing the immorality of God and the immorality of your worldview. You would say that if God commanded you to hold slaves, then that would be considered to be moral. That is inconsistent with reality, because people of a certain time might say that slavery is permissible more often, but today, no one really thinks that slavery is okay. Which is not consistent with reality, and it's how my question ties back. It's how my question ties back to the original topic, but he just didn't know because he was taking so fucking long to answer my questions.
Bubba, he approached it from because essentially he doesn't have a position because he can't. Because if you were to say slavery is bad, then you could just say, well, that's your subjective morality. Some other people think it's good. Like,
yeah, I answered that in my opening.
Why? His friend is even more dumb. His friend is even more retarded. Sorry, continue.
I answered that in my opening. It's that the thing that prescribes me to say that slavery is bad is because I have some moral basis to stand on. Which I know that
everyone knows it's bad. I don't know why they're saying it's subjective. It's just we just know it's bad from the results of it, obviously.
Yeah, just because something isn't objectively bad doesn't mean that I don't have some moral basis to say that it's bad. Which is, I said that in my opening. I would say it to that dude if I was speaking, but
Exodus no, I do not believe that is moral at all. Nope.
So you reject Exodus 21:20-21?
Yes. Yep. As prescriptive claims, yes, I.
My mind was blown when he said that. You reject a part of the Bible. If this was a different debate, not about morality, if I really wanted to go off topic, I would say, okay, so how much of the Bible then is just open for your own subjective interpretation? As a Catholic, you shouldn't think that there's any.
Or in Abismo's chat, I never want to join back ever again.
Hold on. Sorry, you during the pausing and playing, could you hover your mouse over the bar so that the viewers can see when you paused it? Because they might get confused. Like, keep it over the thing. Yeah. Just press space and stuff.
As prescriptions, I reject them.
So the viewers don't get confused.
I think it goes away still.
So I say that they are prescriptions, right? They're prescriptive claims, right? And then he goes straight into, these are God's divine commandments.
Yeah.
So how does he believe that they're God's divine commandments?
God is divine and he makes a commandment. Am I tripping?
Apparently. No, you're not. It's basically that, yeah.
Fuck me.
He's fucking stupid. He doesn't believe in them, but he's just going to prejudice that Christians believe that.
Yeah.
Because I do.
This is called...
I say that as an ex-Christian.
Anti-Christian bigotry right here. That's all you have to know. This is what bigots
look like. Wow.
Oh yeah, you called me a bigot.
If anything, Abismo's the bigot.
Hold on,
Sorry, go on.
let's make a list real quick. Hold on.
I joined
Make a bingo
his,
list.
talked to a Catholic chat a while back, and he showed me like a video about how Catholics were getting discriminated or something. But he ended up agreeing. He was actually kind of based. He did end up agreeing that like the video was overblowing it a little bit.
What video? About what?
Hold on, I'll link it. Give me a second. It's hard to explain. It was basically like Catholic propaganda.
What else did he call me? He called me a liberal. He called me a Christian. What was it? A Christian? A hater? It was something about like a Christian hater.
Muslims are thinking.
Oh, a Muslim. That's another one.
An anti-Catholic bigot, something like that.
I have the bad N-word.
You think he's spiritually Muslim?
Spiritually
Pretty much.
Muslim. Interesting.
That's what Muslims are. They don't believe that Jesus is God. Therefore, the only God that a Christian who claims to believe in God could believe in is one of the Old Testament.
Yeah.
Pause it.
Not even, dude.
The Pope said that Muslims and Christians worship the same God, so I don't know why he's calling you a Muslim. Maybe it's his way of trying to say you're Catholic.
I would argue between me. But okay, so when Abismo, yeah. So look at how do I put this? When versus Muslims and me, from Abismo's perspective, the only person who's worshiping the same God as him is the Muslims. I'm not even worshiping a God, but I believe in it. But I believe in a God. Just not the Muslim God or the Christian God. It's grammatically to say you're making an epistemological claim. Anyway.
Rather than a normative one.
I have so many problems with that one
You're
sentence.
Again, moving from an is to an ought in moral philosophy.
Cool. Sure.
Let's stop the bulldozing during Bubba's time, Abismo.
Do you notice how Taco just keeps running cover every single time? Like I put...
You fucking scumbag! What the fuck do you have to offer your kid? You're a fucking little shit!
True.
Bubba,
I just want everyone to see that.
Every single fucking time.
Yeah, well, why is he doing that?
Every single time I correct Bubba, I mean, Taco's not stupid. He knows this. He knows some of this at least, right?
Yeah.
He clearly knows more than Bubba, and then he just fucking gaslights and tries to run cover for Bubba every...
Abismo, I hope you're watching right now. I think that you are. Taco is not backing me by stopping you from talking. He's stopping you from talking because you won't shut the fuck up. Taco will let me fall and get fucking destroyed in this debate if it was the will of me to do so. He is stopping you from talking because you are a retarded asshole who does not shut up. Hey, God.
Every single time Bubba's not able to defend himself.
Abismo?
Well, I mean, it's unfortunate he's choosing to talk about God.
He's
Next question. Yeah, I have my next question. So, next, we did slavery. Now I want to ask you, under your worldview, is genocide sometimes permissible?
No, it is not.
Yeah, I did get to genocide. I thought I didn't. I did genocide, slavery. Yeah, okay. So I guess I did get to all of these. Lot's wife and Pharaoh, and then Pharaoh. Yep, okay. Deuteronomy 20:16-17. The Perizzites, Canaanites, Amorites, Hivites, and the Jebusites, words I can't pronounce. When it was God's judgment for their sin. I was so confused why he went silent here. This wasn't a hard question, and it's clearly not a trap question or anything. The Perizzites, Canaanites, Amorites, Hivites, and the Jebusites, words I can't pronounce. When it was God's judgment for their sin. Why is he so quiet?
I mean, that's what the writer of the inspired author writes as an account for what they believe God told them, right?
In other words, yes, genocide is sometimes permissible.
This Abismo guy is so disingenuous. Oh my god.
Let's see how many words he just used to say the word yes.
But we don't have inspired
words I can't pronounce. When it was God's judgment for their sin.
The answer is yes.
I mean, that's what.
That's what
the writer of
that's what the writer,
the inspired author, writes as an account for
of the inspired author. The inspired author writes as an account for what they believe that God told them. But we don't have the same access to the moral facts. Oh, Ham can speak. We can let Ham speak.
I guess he's
what
insinuating.
What's going on?
I am.
It's
yeah, what's up?
But it's still like kind of a deflect.
Yeah, he's just. That's a very obvious deflect, especially because it took him roughly 5 centuries to even say anything. It's God. The answer is just yes. God does sometimes permit genocide. It wouldn't be. You wouldn't be of. I would respect Abismo more if he just said yes.
I mean, the answer is like obviously yes, right?
I mean, we weren't there, so we can't judge. Basically,
so I thought of when I was writing this script that like. It wouldn't be completely consistent if Abismo just said, yes, I would follow God's word if he commanded me to commit genocide. Because that would be consistent with his worldview, he would be representing Christianity correctly. It would be, because it doesn't matter the specific place or the specific time. If God commands you to commit genocide, then that means it should be good. Like, don't get me wrong, we see genocide as a bad thing now, but if God commanded it under a certain particular set of circumstances, then it would be good today.
Yeah, I mean...
I wouldn't call him Christian. He's denying basic facts of the Bible. She's not like we're not allowed to give false testimony, so he's being very disingenuous. He should have just said yes immediately, to be honest.
Yeah, you can say that, yeah, today we see genocide as wrong, but if God commanded us to commit genocide a particular set of people for a particular reason, then it would be considered to be good. Which is the correct answer.
Precisely. He should have tried to give reasons. He didn't, so he was just... I don't know what the hell he was doing. He was just trolling, basically.
We have the moral fact that it was,
Wait,
right.
What's up?
Does Abismo deny that the Amalekites, like that whole thing, he denies that's a genocide?
He denies it completely.
No, he doesn't deny it. But so I want to get to the questions that. So there's a question in Abismo's cross-examination. So J.L. Warren helped me answer one question, and I think someone else in the DM's Curveball helped me answer another question.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll probably see them later.
Did the author who wrote Deuteronomy, which is
it was Leafy. Leafy messaged me and told me to ask him if he even thinks that these things really happened, because he was being so evasive with these answers. It didn't make sense to me.
Yeah, does he take like a more allegorical view or whatever? Like, does he literally think it happens, or this should be like really simple for him?
Yeah. It was when I got to the question about Lot's wife, because he was being so evasive that Leafy just DM'd me, and it was about Leafy DM'd me. He said, "Ask him if he thinks that these things really happened." So I did, and he said that you could take an allegorical approach or a metaphorical approach to the things that happen in the Bible. I was like, what the And then if this was a different debate, again, if it was debating like the reliability of the Bible or whatever, I would say, then, okay, if everything in the Bible could be seen to be allegorical, then what the fuck is the point of saying that it's a historical narrative? Is it mythical? Is it historical fiction?
I think he outright denies it, because when I'm reading what he said, he says that this isn't just an account of what the inspired authors wrote. So he's basically saying like it might be false. So he's just trolling, to be honest. What he literally says is, I mean, that's what the inspired authors write as an account of what happens. So he's not saying yes. He's just dodging, basically. He's saying no.
Yeah, that's a politician's answer to the question.
Exactly. He's just dodging.
Did the person who wrote Deuteronomy... So, in another time, if it was more culturally acceptable for his survival back in like the 1800s for him...
I think this is where he accuses me of being a Nazi.
...to identify as a Christian, right?
Yeah.
There's no difference between him and like a street preacher that would be preaching that quote unquote, it's okay to kill Indians because they killed us first, because God commands that, you know, such and such a reason that people who don't believe in God in the first place, you know, deserve to be genocided in the first place.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? This
Yeah.
is the This is what I mean. When he was in here earlier, that's what I'm telling him. There's plenty of stupid people like you. Like I literally told him to his face. Like there's plenty of fucking stupid people like you, Bubba, who can't make that distinction between descriptive claims and normative claims. History is replete with people like you. You're behind the curve. Anyways,
claim that God commanded them to commit
Wait,
genocide.
what? Wait,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
argument doesn't make
Yeah.
because you're saying that like God or his position command as XYZ those are normative. So if you're just talking about God's commands, you're not conflating anything, right? Unless I'm misunderstanding his objection.
I'll go back. Let's see. Grudgeon's listening. So you wanted Abismo to bend over backwards and say, "Yes, Daddy, no, Daddy, yes, Daddy." Grudgeon, I know that you're sitting in the Ask a Catholic.
He's not in the chat.
I know. Well, he's in my YouTube chat and he's in the side chat.
Oh. Okay.
That's a strange strawman of what I was saying earlier about when I was saying that Abismo should have just said yes. It was yes to the question that I was asking at the time. If he's just said yes, genocide would be permissible if God commanded it today, then that would be correct under the Christian worldview. And no, the interpretation of I just want Abismo to say yes, Daddy, no, Daddy to all my fucking questions is not really. Like, of course, you know me, I'll let him flesh out his answers if we're not derailing, but he derailed with every single time he fleshed out his answer, which is why I interrupted him and told him to fuck off. But to the question that I was asking him earlier, it would have been the correct answer would just be yes, genocide is permissible under these circumstances. Anyway,
deserve to be genocided in the first place.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
I'll look at what
this
Hannah
is
was
the Neander. This is what I mean. When he was in here earlier, that's what I'm telling him. There's plenty of stupid people like you. Like I literally told him to his face. Like there's plenty of fucking stupid people like you, Bubba, who can't make that distinction between descriptive claims and normative claims.
I can't make a difference between descriptive and normative claims. So we said that a descriptive claim. So a descriptive claim is an is, and a normative claim is an ought. Is that what he thinks it means?
No, I mean, well, that is what it means. But what? How are you conflating that? Like, what is he saying you're conflating between the descriptive and normative?
Let's see.
Is he saying?
I believe that. I believe that. Yeah, I believe that my last question was: would genocide be permissible at sometimes if God commands it at a particular time in a particular way? And he said, "I'm conflating an is or an ought, or an is and an ought."
Wait, that's not true because he thinks. Unless he's just not a divine command theorist. I don't know. My understanding is he thinks that God commands... Oh, he's not?
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah. What does he think about... How does he get normativity then?
I don't know. You'd have to ask him.
Oh.
Play.
History is replete with people like you. You're behind the curve. Anyways.
Claim that God commanded them to commit genocide.
He didn't claim. He just said that God told him.
This made me laugh out loud. So when I was listening to this, my mic is muted, but I laughed out loud when he said this. Okay, I'm gonna play it. Claim that God commanded them to commit genocide.
He didn't claim. He just said that God told them to do it.
He didn't claim. What? He just said that God commanded him to do it. That shit made me laugh. He didn't claim. He just said so.
Yeah, I'm not understanding the distinction.
It's the same fucking thing.
Yeah, in my view at least. I don't... Like, what? What is that even... What is that supposed to mean?
I didn't suck dick. I just put penis in my mouth.
Right.
Oh. I was laughing. I'm muted, but I was laughing out loud when he said that.
That's a descriptive claim. That's not a normative claim. That's what I'm saying.
He didn't claim. He just said God told him to.
No, you're trying to move from a descriptive claim to a normative one, dude. So
I'm not moving. I feel like he knows how retarded what he just said was, and he tried to move on quickly. Is anything? I'm asking you questions.
Why does he keep saying that? You are conflating descriptive and normative. Not.
So I think the reason is because he can kind of pick up on the fact that I don't really know what that means, which is true. I don't know. I don't really know what he's saying. So he keeps on saying it to sound intelligent.
Okay, I mean, like a descriptive here. If you just want like a quick example, right?
No, it's an
There's
isn't.
a line.
I know what it means now. I looked it up. It's an is.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, well, yeah, it's an is and an ought. Descriptive is an is. No, sorry. One of them is an is, and a normative isn't. I think normative is an is, and a descriptive is an ought. I looked it up right here. Hold
No,
on.
it's the opposite. Descriptive is descriptive is this.
Normative is often involved ethical, with basis for arguments of good right. I'll just move on. But yeah, it's fine. We can move on.
But next, but also I was going to bring up more examples. No matter how many times I try to help him out, right?
Help him out. Fuck off.
He just denies that the distinction matters in the first place. Like, whatever. I think I've made my.
Why does he do that?
And because he's stupid.
True.
You should have like a limit on how many questions you could ask.
Shut the fuck up. It's my time. I do what I want.
This is fine for what it is. Like, I can take it. It's fine. Because we get to at least see how fucking stupid Bubba is.
True.
Like, if I were to take this video and send it to, like, people...
I don't claim to be smart, by the way.
Could you pause it? He said the ST slur, like, 4 or 5 times.
Which one?
Christians are not supposed to say he said he called you silly, like the worst variant, like 3-4 times. Christians are not supposed to call people fools or they go to hell. The fact that he's saying this just shows that he doesn't have the intellect to read the Bible, which is appalling. Please continue.
Yeah. That's a too quick way. Is it a too quick quo? However the fuck you say it. I don't really care.
Sure.
What, ma'am?
I just realized that we're watching. We're not. I thought we were watching the video.
Yeah,
the actual debate.
Yeah,
we're watching Abismo's review of the debate. Okay, that makes so much sense. I was like,
yeah.
Okay, that makes so much more sense. I was
What did you think was going on? You think he was swearing during the debate?
Yeah, like he's just saying this in the middle of the debate. Like, what is going on?
Yeah. So Ham. So I'm live streaming right now. So right now, the viewer of my live stream is watching a live stream of Abismo's review of the live stream.
Okay. We got like 3 layers of meta here. Okay, that makes so much.
People like from college that I like was in philosophy with, or even I send it to my fucking philosophy advisor. Like, they're probably going to more wonder like why I would send them such a stupid video in the first place, because it's pretty obvious what happened. What's that?
No, they'd be like, "Why'd you engage?"
Precisely. That's probably what they would tell me. I actually didn't think it was going to be this bad. I thought I was actually going to have a serious conversation.
Bro, my thoughts exactly.
I thought he would at least prepare, but it seems like he.
Here's my entire prep sheet. Here's all of it.
I have to commentate. That amount of work, that takes at least like 3 or 4 days just to write that much information. So that's a lot of preparation.
This is actually nothing. Hold on. This is a different thing. That's but this, yeah. I didn't even finish. That's something I didn't mention. I'll mention it now. I actually didn't finish. Like, this is why I thought that I was gonna run out of time. No, sorry, that I was gonna have all my questions done, because like you can see, like, these are unfinished notes. These are just incomplete sentences. Everything else is like.
Did Snowy give you advice as well?
Yeah, he did, but I didn't use it, because when I'm on the debate stage, I'm not thinking of what Snowy wants me to say or what Leafy wants me to say. I'm going off my script, which is what I prepared.
He just has a million questions.
But the thing is, I assumed that you would agree, but I guess I was wrong to make an assumption that.
Oh yeah, Abismo gets mad at this part. I forgot why.
If God commands something, then I ought to do it, because I thought that you would believe that everything that God commands would be a good thing to do. But apparently, I was wrong.
Divine command theory is.
Oh, this is something that Abismo finds appalling. Is that I'm totally willing to admit when I did something stupid, or when I don't know something, or when I think I'm wrong. To him, that's just a foreign language. Whenever he's wrong, he has to justify and come up with some type of way as to why he's right. It's something that people are just scared to do for some reason.
Objectives, moral, I guess, like theory, but that's not the one I ascribe to. That's not one I ascribe to, or even
sure.
There's many reasons to be suspicious of divine command theory, because God doesn't directly talk to human beings. He does it through quote unquote people, or even his creation.
Yeah. So do you get this? So we're going to go back real quick, okay?
Yeah.
An account of that time, right? Again, you're making another epistemological error.
Did the author who wrote Deuteronomy, which is probably Joshua, by the way, did the person who wrote Deuteronomy claim that God commanded them to commit genocide?
He didn't claim. He just said that God told them to do it.
Oh my God. He didn't claim. He just said so. That makes me want to.
No, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
He didn't claim. He just said so. Makes me want to rip out my fucking eardrums. Like I can't believe.
Hold on. If his critique of divine command theory is that like the way we access it is through like the interpretation of others, isn't he the one making an epistemological issue with the normative claim? Like he's saying you're making an epistemological like inflation or whatever, but you're not. He's the one doing that, right? Am I? Okay,
nothing but.
Because okay, here's Abismo's critique of divine command theory. This is my understanding, right? He's saying, okay, we wouldn't even be able to understand what God's commands are because if we found out through the Bible, that would just be like filtering God's commands through somebody else's view. But like, that's not actually engaging with divine command theory. If we somehow could figure out God's commands, we follow them. If the answer is yes, then you're a divine command theorist, no?
I don't. The thing is, now that I think about it, now that you just kind of went on that, is that I don't know if he. I don't think that he ever affirmed whether or not he believes in divine command theory or not. He never affirmed either or. He just said that there are problems with it, and he just said it again just now.
Sorry, excuse me. Deuteronomy.
Interesting.
Which is probably Joshua, by the way. Did the person who wrote Deuteronomy claim that God commanded them to commit genocide?
He didn't claim. He just said that
oh God, I want to rip out my fucking balls at this point.
I told them to do it. That's a descriptive claim.
You can see my head is in my hands because he said he didn't claim. He just said so.
That's not a normative claim. That's what I'm saying.
He didn't claim. He just said God told him to.
Bubba thinks it's stupid not to believe that because it was written in the Bible, that's not what you're supposed to believe. That you're supposed. He thinks it's stupid that you wouldn't take the Bible literally if that's the way that it was written in the Bible because you believe that the Bible is literal.
No, I never claim that it's a bad thing to believe that the Bible is literal or completely allegorical. The thing that I guess you can't really draw between the lines is that so here's what I believe, is that there's honest interpretations of the Bible and then there's dishonest interpretations of the Bible. It is the most dishonest shit in the world to say that you don't believe that the events of Deuteronomy ever happened. Or like the whole thing's allegorical. Therefore you can Spook can speak. I like Spook.
Okay.
It's completely dishonest to say, for example, that God didn't command anyone to have slaves. Or to say that God didn't command the Amalekites to die. It's just should be seen as allegorical.
I think what's striking is in the Bible, like Jesus takes the verses literally, and he puts it in a high stance, saying not a single tittle can be done away with. The fact that he's doing these political claims it's against Scripture itself. But yeah, please continue.
Real quick, I hope this doesn't take too long. I'm trying to see if I can turn on, since my webcam isn't on Discord. I might as well turn it on OBS. Which I think I can, and you'll see on the whoops. Oh, there it is. There I am. If you look on YouTube, you can see my face now.
One sec. Yeah. I'll look at YouTube later. I just want to watch this.
Okay. Yeah.
So is it in the corner of your face?
Yeah. I could be on this. I just figured out how to do this. Cool.
Get your sunglasses if you don't have it already.
Oh, dude. They're right in front of me. Yeah. Now past Bubba and current Bubba are matching. I'll put myself over here, I guess. All right, I'll hit play.
Yeah.
So he already has this prejudice that all Christians are stupid and fundamentalists.
True. No, I'm playing.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
No, you're trying to move from a descriptive claim to a normative one, dude.
He keeps on saying that. It's
anything. I'm just asking you questions. But next, but also I was going to bring up more examples. But
okay, I was going to bring up more examples, but
I made my point with genocide.
But I think I made my point with genocide.
Yeah, because he doesn't. The point that I kind of said that I made is that you would commit genocide if God commanded you to. Okay, you would see it as a good thing to commit genocide, which is the point I was trying to make, but apparently just because he sees problems with divine command theory as of this moment, then therefore I think he's trying to imply that like my way of thinking is wrong. I would ask him point blank, if I were to go back and say something and try to rephrase something, I would say, ask him point blank, do you believe that if God commanded you to jump, then it would be an objective good thing to do to jump? The answer should be nothing else but yes. But
the thing is,
that you would agree.
I assumed that you would agree, but I guess I was wrong to make an assumption.
True.
Right, he's an ass.
True. Also true.
He assumed, and he became an ass. Right.
Also true.
Yeah.
So he assumed I was gonna agree, and then he says, "But I guess I was wrong to make an assumption."
That
Yeah.
I am an ass. That's very true. Then I ought to do it
that if God commands something, then I ought to do it. So he would. You're damn fucking right. He was wrong to assume that just because God commands something, that one ought to do it.
That's ridiculous, Saga.
If you, dude, I want to blow my brains out.
I don't think he even knows what language he's speaking.
What's his denomination?
He's Catholic.
He's a Catholic.
Man, sounds like
quote unquote.
Yeah.
He broke everything. He broke everything in the Bible. Like everything he could break, he broke.
I just like to think that like God's gonna come, Jesus is gonna return one day and command Abismo to join him into heaven. He's gonna be like, well, I don't think that this is a problem with divine command theory. Jesus is that because you're claiming that because you're commanding me to do so, that doesn't mean that I ought to do so. So I'm gonna stay fucking down here on Rapture.
It's called retard intuition.
So whether or not he believes that to be true for himself or for someone else, epistemologically speaking, that's how.
Epistemologically, he's just using big words. I fucking love it.
Yeah.
But meta-analysis. But
anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Anti-quasi-particle binary nuclear fission reactor. That principle, yeah, that.
I'm not gonna lie. It just seems to me he just wanted to avoid the answer because he knew he had him cornered. He didn't have a good response. But there's no way he doesn't believe in divine command theory. I don't know. Are there any Christians that don't? Is that a thing?
I don't really know. It's like I don't think that believing in divine command theory or not would make you any less of a Christian. It's just like it's one simple question. If God commands you to do something, then you ought to do it. Yes or no? If you say no, then I would ask why.
Oh, he thinks you're supposed to interpret the Bible. Do you get it now?
I think that 99% of people, and the 1% is Abismo, would agree with that.
No.
He's a fucking moron.
True. Oh, well, add that to the list. I'm gonna take off my glasses because hi. Oh no, Yaz can speak.
Okay, sorry.
Hi Yaz, we're going over the debate with Abismo. Wait, is she unmuted?
Yeah.
Wait,
can you hear me?
Yeah, she is.
Hey.
You have to watch my Discord stream, and I'm also streaming on YouTube, so try not to say the slur like I know you do all the time. I know you love the N-word slur, so can we cool it with that word?
What?
Don't use the word knowledge, please. Thank you.
You're such a slur. You're such a troll.
Hey, can you also try not to say the gay slur that rhymes with maggot?
What are you talking about? I never say this stuff.
You say this stuff. You say that all the time. It's very strange.
Okay, you're such a troll. I hate this.
All right, hitting play.
Hey, can you not talk about the powder, the white powder, please? Thank you. I'm just kidding. She doesn't say that. I hope.
Plenty of.
She says that only sometimes.
Fundamentalists. At the end of the day, that's the irony about biblical fundamentalism. It doesn't matter if you believe in God or
biblical. I thought that you would believe that everything that God commands would be a good thing to do, but apparently I was wrong.
Divine command theory is
divine command
an objective, moral, I guess, like theory, but that's not the one I.
An objective moral theory. Okay.
Subscribe to. That's not one I subscribe to, or even.
Okay, I guess he does claim that he doesn't subscribe to divine command theory.
I don't know how you could be a Christian and not believe that God's word is morally right. I don't know what to say, but That's wild to me.
That's wild to me as well. Or at least that's what it seems like he's saying when he says that I don't subscribe to divine command theory. So what? If God, again, Jesus is going to come down, he's going to say, come join me in heaven before the rapture, and Abismo's going to say, sorry, I don't subscribe to divine command theory.
Oh no.
Sure. If God
I wonder if Abismo's still watching.
I
wonder if he's still watching.
I have 3 concurrent viewers. I bet one of them's Abismo and the other one's my mom.
Bubba's the Christian fundamentalist?
Oh yeah, Matt was Base Theist was in there, and I was really maybe kind of a little bit pissed off at Matt because he was just like, I don't know. I just sound like a woman because I'm like, Matt didn't jump to my aid. Matt didn't defend me. I don't know. Matt didn't defend my honor. It's fine though.
It's because you're not an atheist, dude. That's why.
I guess so. It's fine.
To human beings.
I still like.
You see what I'm saying here? There's reasons why. There's objective reasons why we can't read the Bible literally. Why is that? Because God doesn't fucking talk to people directly.
Oh no.
What? But again,
what?
Oh no. I forgot that he said that.
So Moses is a liar.
No,
Jesus,
who is Jesus
God,
again?
He's a liar.
Did Jesus just speak to no one? Did he walk? God doesn't speak to people directly. Did Jesus just kind of walk around in his ass and with his hand in his ass and just like not talk to anyone?
Be careful with the hand and the booty with Jesus there. Come on, man.
No, he doesn't mean it. So he's trying to say that Adam never spoke to God. So he's trying to say that Adam had some kind of something going on.
I
he
know.
can't say that.
Bubba just sucks with words, man.
True.
He puts the wrong ones together.
True.
Wow, some people are joining.
Yeah, it's Curveball can speak. Curveball can absolutely speak. I know he's deafened right now, but he can speak.
That's a sick profile picture, Curveball, by the way.
He's had it since I've known him for a year.
Based.
All right, let me play.
I'm in love with my profile picture. I'm in love with it. I'm never changing it. I don't think I could ever change it.
I will change mine tomorrow because I'm getting tired of Marcus Aurelius.
Your profile pictures look based, by the way, but all of you guys.
Oh my God! Stop.
Except for Lamron.
Say that, bro.
Lamron's your profile picture is a bit disingenuous. Not gonna lie.
Bro's not even black.
My last profile pic was Kodak Black.
All right, I'm hitting play, everyone. Too many people talking. Shut up. Fucking assholes.
For people, or even his creation.
Here, Abismo, next question is that, for example, can you recall for the chat, for everyone listening, what happened to Lot's wife? Oh yeah, okay.
Please remind me. What's your account?
She was turned into a pillar of salt.
We're turning back.
He salted that bitch.
Yep, we're turning around and looking at it. Fucking mad.
That's the account, but how do we know that was caused by God?
Do you not think that happened in the Bible? Yeah. So Leafy messaged me at that point, and Leafy said, ask him if you think these things really happened. That's why I asked him. I was angry at that point. I said, do you not think that these things really fucking happened? Because at that point, do you think the Bible is true? Do you think the Bible even exists anymore? What are the stories in the Bible to you?
Catholics are fine with a lot of those stories being myth or legend, right? They're there because God wants to communicate some purpose to you, but not because they literally happened. That's like pretty standard in Catholicism.
That confuses the fuck out of me. Like, just the Bible's a myth, so is the Trinity a myth too? Like, how far down the slope can we go? Those things.
Well, I mean, that's the problem. Is it pleading?
Well,
but still,
when it's convenient, it's parables. When it's not convenient, it's a historical text.
Yeah, they'll say God was inspiring to people, and he couldn't necessarily communicate them to them super clearly. So God just like gave them stories that communicated a message. I mean, that's like that's pretty standard.
God was so nice enough to give us a very unclear message, so half of us will go to hell. Obviously.
Well, no, the spiritual message within the parable is very clear. It's just that the details didn't really happen.
Oh, Tree Man. Oh god, that's a different issue. I'm hitting play.
I mean, are you taking the Bible literally?
I'm asking you a question. Do not answer my question. Yeah. You can see how pissed I am at this point.
That's what I'm saying.
You can ask me if I take the Bible literally when it's your turn to ask questions. I am running out of time.
You're presuming a lot of things about what kind of epistemological presuppositions we can have in interpreting the Bible itself, which that's part of the
I
problem
love
with
how
biblical
Bubba
fundamentals.
turns into an angry housewife here. Yes or no?
Yes or no, bitch?
Did you put your clothes on the side of the hamper instead of directly in them? Yes or no? That's it. Yes or no?
Alright, play. Yes or... Because... Oh, God.
Or no. We know
we've become a pillar of salt.
But we know based on how we're able to
Bubba's
source
asking you a direct question.
Like,
yeah, now Abismo's... it's like, the thing that pissed me off at the time is now he's not even steamrolling me, he's steamrolling Taco as well. I think that he's under the interpretation that everyone in this, well, now it's 52. All 52 people in the chat are there for him. Like, he's on stage and everyone ought to listen to him. Like, he's a fucking celebrity. I called you out. Everyone's here for me, bitch. Nah, I'm playing. I'm the king.
Do you know Gem? Do you know Gem?
What's that?
Do you know Gem?
Or
No.
did we want to make... Did 52 people come to listen to him, or did 52 people come to make fun of him?
Well, I can't answer that as if I'm speaking for all 52 people, but I'm just saying that everyone that joined the stage debated him.
I was there. That was definitely why I was there.
I think that we had 6 people come on stage. Ego was one of them. Every single one of them. Damn. Treeman is pissed off. The only person that came on stage to talk to me was Ego at the end and Trez, and he was drunk.
Do you see how instead of Taco saying, "Yo, this whole exchange seems to be off topic," instead he just goes, "Oh, you're not answering Bubba's question."
Yeah, he's automatic. He's like his hitman, dude.
The reason that Taco is calling you out for not answering Bubba's question is because you weren't answering Bubba's fucking question.
Yeah, Taco was based.
Yeah, Taco. I honestly think that Taco didn't do anything wrong, and me and Taco disagree on a lot of shit. Taco's a strict atheist, and he will. I think that Taco gives the anything but God argument, and he's also pretty liberal, and I think that sometimes his moderation is shit. But here, I have nothing to complain about, because I don't know. Maybe it is because it all worked in my favor.
Also, if you notice, Taco was silent the whole time. He actually let Abismo overspeak you. He actually said you're bulldozing him. So he actually allowed it. So Taco was technically helping him unintentionally. Shall I unmute Gem? I think Gem is like a nice person. So unmute her. Because she's saying good stuff.
What did I say? Yeah, sure, fuck it. Sammy, I might just let you mute at this point now, just so people don't get offended that they've been muted from the beginning. Just go ahead and like leave people unmuted, and then if they start talking shit, then mute them.
Sure.
Because now if someone joins and they immediately get muted, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck?" Because there's 7 people in here. Because there's 7 people in here unmuted.
I know.
Request something.
Oh, what?
Can I request something?
What is it? Who is it? Discord's lagging for me.
It's Ego.
Ego, what's
Can you
up?
give me mods so I can mute racists when they come in and try to say the N-word?
Sammy's doing a fine job.
Alright.
Sammy's
No, let Ego go. I need to go get some water.
Okay, go for it. Yeah,
Modern.
Yeah, Discord's really laggy because I'm streaming on Discord, I'm streaming on YouTube, my face cam's on, and I'm also like on Discord itself. So I need to very slowly type out mod Ego.
Move on.
Just continue. Ignore it. Just continue.
I feel like I'm looking at Bubba's desktop and like the pictures that he has. It looks like his brain just threw up on his screen.
Oh, that's not mine. That's Taco's live stream.
Taco's live stream looks like somewhat like his brain just threw up on his screen.
Yeah, so this, if you can see my mouse, this is Taco's live stream, and all of his videos have these weird pictures on the side, every single one of them.
Yeah.
And then this is the chat, because this is a recording. This isn't actually Taco's live stream. So this is like the normal server. Like you can see Abismo, you can see the server list, you can see Abismo on the side, And then
I thought you recorded it, but you're just okay. I see what you did. All right, I see what I'm looking at now.
All right, I got ego modded, I think. Okay, there we go. All right, I'll hit play.
He's like he's framing it in Bubba's bias or bias towards Bubba's, you know.
Oh yeah, listen to this real quick. This is Taco about one hour after this recording.
Born. You fucking scumbag! What the fuck do you have to offer your kid? You're a fucking little shit!
Let's get a laugh out of that.
That was Abismo, by the way.
that was Abismo.
Why is he doing that?
No, dude. I mean, you already know Taco's own position, right?
No.
An atheist.
You should have told midway during the debate. You should have told Abismo to watch his blood pressure. You know.
Watch his what?
Watch his blood pressure.
Visiting his wife, but he's actually an atheist.
Okay.
Yeah.
It might not be as positive as
Abismo, hey, I'm sorry to interrupt, but let's stop the bulldozing. He's trying to ask you a direct question. Please engage.
Yes or no? Did Lot's wife become a pillar of salt?
According to the account, yes.
And was it because she turned around and looked back on Sodom and Gomorrah?
Oh, I mean, that's debatable. We don't know.
Oh my god. The answer is yes, you fucking asshole. Did Lot's wife turn into a pillar of salt? Why? Did Lot's wife turn into a pillar of salt? Yes. Why? Hi, Josie. Is it because she looked back on Sodom and Gomorrah? Yes, is the answer. And he's saying, oh, we can't possibly know that. It's in the Bible. That is your holy text, sir. God, I'm going to turn to Darth Dawkins here in a minute. Sir?
In theory.
Okay, good for them. I'm asking you.
I have no idea because I wasn't there.
Okay.
This is the thing I was referencing right here. I forgot what it had to do with, but yesterday I think I was mentioning how like Bubba was. I think that guy said something with an H, heuristic, or something about like the study of the Bible and how hermeneutics and like all the setup that Bubba is doing right now. You're gonna destroy it all simply because you don't like prescribe to like the hermeneutic interpretation of like one of this biblical text, like the way he wants you to see.
I find it's not even that Abismo isn't subscribing to the hermeneutics of the Bible the way that I quote want him to. It's that he's rejecting a very fundamental understanding of the Bible. If God,
like the narrative.
Well,
he's rejecting the narrative.
No. What he's rejecting is this: if God commands me to jump, then that would mean that it is a moral good. It would be a good thing, objectively speaking, for me to jump. He's rejecting that. He's like, no, I don't subscribe to divine command theory. Yaz, if Jesus commanded you to jump, would you jump?
Off this earth.
What?
Well, if God decides what's wrong,
what's the story where like? Oh, sorry. What's the story where like God tells like a dad to like kill his son or something, and he like
Abraham
almost does it? And
Yep.
God
Yep.
Abraham.
Yes.
Yep. And
that was a test.
Right?
Yep.
That was like a psych moment, though.
Yeah. It's
classic ram in the bush.
Yeah.
Coincidence of a lifetime.
But he like the Bible literally says you should commit, like even if it seems absurd, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And of course, there was a certain that's a good example that you could use to say like, if God commands you something that is bad, then it would be probably because that there's an objective good at the end of it. Like he commanded Abraham to kill his son. It wasn't good for him to kill his son, but there was a good thing at the end of it. And at the end, Abraham's son didn't die, of course.
Yeah, exactly.
But in this case, the story of Lot's wife, what was the good reason as to why Lot's wife turned into a pillar of salt? The Bible doesn't answer it. God doesn't answer it. So why?
She disobeyed him?
She disobeyed, and then I get to the point in like 5 minutes where I say, then why wasn't Pharaoh also turned into a pillar of salt? Because not only did he disobey God's word 10 times, but he was described to have a hardened heart, which is ultimate ignorance to God's word. So why wasn't he turned into a pillar of salt? His death is never mentioned in the Bible. In the Red Sea.
I'm sorry, man.
Huh?
I was just saying, like, when you're saying that, everything just stopped working. I just started lagging.
I started lagging? I started lagging?
Yeah, you did lag.
Oh, I
Just
did?
repeat like the last sentences.
I said, why wasn't Pharaoh turned into a pillar of salt?
No.
Am I lagging?
No, you seem fine.
Okay. I said...
maybe I'm lagging.
Well, I said...
You lagged for a second.
Oh. I can say, why wasn't Pharaoh turned into a pillar of salt? Because he was described to have a hardened heart, which means to have ultimate ignorance to God's word. So why wasn't he turned into a pillar of salt? But Lot's wife was, because she turned around. Did I play?
Yeah, like his entire debate plan like hinged upon you agreeing with this.
So a literal interpretation of the Bible. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Which is a very low tier argument. It has nothing to do with moral subjectivity.
Yeah.
What does biblical interpretation have to do with morality? I'll be right back real quick. Can you give me 2 minutes?
Yeah, go for it.
Like every
You
fucking...
have to clip him on that.
Sorry, I wasn't listening. What did you say?
What does biblical interpretation have to do with morality? You clip that segment, please. I should use that against him.
He was saying that like he wasn't going to take a position of like the Bible being literal in order to make his point about objective morality. He just thought it was like off topic.
The point with Abiz, for the record, I think some new people have joined the call since the way that this ties in is, so first I was establishing his morals, like, do you think that God is omnibenevolent? Do you think that anything that God commands or does is seen as ultimately good? Then, at this point, I'm asking him some of, like, the shit that God's done, which should be seen as immoral, like killing Lot's wife for little to no reason, not killing Pharaoh for any reason, or, what else, slavery and genocide. God does both these things. So, under Abismo's worldview, genocide and slavery would be sometimes considered to be a moral good. And that's not consistent with reality. That's how these questions tie into morality.
Yeah, I don't. So here's the thing: I don't think I can agree with the stance of sometimes an evil thing could be a moral good. I think sometimes good can come from evil things, but that. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, he's trying to justify the clearly bad things in the Bible, right, as something that is of standard. And I don't think that's how that works.
No, he's doing something worse. He's just... Let me just find what he said. He said something very weird. This is his words, I quote, "I mean, that's what the inspired authors write as an account of what happens." If you think about it, he's trying to say that this doesn't happen at all. So that's even worse, what he's saying.
Yeah, my opinion is just that he knew on this specific problem, he had to deny accepting divine command theory because there's no good answer. I don't think he actually doesn't believe in it. I find it hard to believe because, man, by any Christian, God cannot do wrong, right?
Well, that's what he said. That's exactly what he said. He said, "I mean, that's what the inspired authors write as an account of what happens."
Yeah,
it's a bit sarcastic what he said. It's kind of like he's saying, "I don't believe that happens." That's what he said. I literally wrote down what he said just to analyze what he was thinking.
He's just being disingenuous. That's all.
I'm sorry.
It's bizarre, isn't it?
How does he identify? Like,
he's a Catholic.
He's a Catholic?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's interesting.
It's bizarre, isn't it? It's very bizarre.
Well, he did mention that even... I had a conversation with him about this recently. He did mention the nuance that even the laws can be interpreted like incorrectly by people, right? Like there are human laws and there are divine laws or some distinction like that.
Hitting point.
True. Yeah, but in the hypothetical, he's talking about a command from God, not an interpretation of the text, right?
Well, no, he's talking. Well, hold on. He's talking about the story that a human wrote down about what they thought God commanded them to do, right? So it's like there's a layer of interpretation there.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm thinking that Abismo's trying to kind of like throw out his interpretation.
But here's my issue with that though. Like, okay, as a Catholic, you believe that Jesus is God, so you have to believe in Trinity. The only way that you can actually believe in Trinity is to also believe that from a prophetic standpoint, Jesus is the Messiah, the one who was foretold, right? Because that's all tied into one. And so to be able to say that you validate the Messiah as Jesus, you have to say that you authenticate the manuscripts that prophesize his coming. So do you see what I'm saying? How are you a Catholic if you're going to question the authenticity?
If this was
True
a,
that.
yeah, these are the questions I would ask him if this was a like reliability of the Bible debate, but it's not.
Basically, what he believes is he doesn't believe the morality comes from the Bible. He says his source of morality comes from intuition, which in itself is subjective. So he doesn't believe in the Bible.
He said that in the first. He said that in the first. He said it in the first 3 minutes, and Abismo called me snarky, and he called me a little shit for saying it. It's that he's like, oh shit, Bubba thinks he got me, kinda, because I did. It's like, how the fuck could you say that morality can be determined from a individual's own reasoning? Reasoning is subjective. And then he tried to go ahead and flip the definition of reasoning to say it's not subjective. No matter how you flip it, the way that you reason to something is going to be based on your conditioning and the way that your life experience has led to, and everyone's way of reasoning to anything is going to be different, and changeable.
Exactly. Okay, so like everybody's like observation of the stars is subjective because it's coming through their eyes.
Yes.
But at the same time, if enough people agree on it.
Yeah, so like the way that the stars are aligned, for example. The way that the stars look in the sky is an objective fact. They look this way. But the way that I have experienced the way that the stars look is different. My experience of the color blue is different than your experience of the color blue, even though the color blue that we're looking at is the exact same color blue.
Well, we technically have no way of knowing that, but I think
theoretically morality could be the same way. If our intuitions and our rationality is guided by some sort of connection to this moral field or to a moral God, then theoretically we could be guided in the same way that we're guided to come up with the laws of gravity by looking at the stars, right?
Yeah, I mean that's
what?
That would be like a more likely than not argument, because we know that there's confirmation bias, right, and like the CSI effect. So like a lot of people end up thinking that they see and connect things associated to crimes, person, places, or things, and they ended up being like even giving a witness statement, and they will either be extremely accurate or extremely wrong. And so it's just an amount of how many people do you have to testify to the same thing in order for that perception to be held accountable. That's really what it comes down to.
Hitting play.
Taking line of the Bible as if it's a command of God. Not only that because of the quote-unquote contradictions,
quote-unquote,
that are a result of taking the Bible literally, that by claiming to be quote-unquote morally good, you're actually morally bad. That's what he's trying to say. But he's begging the question precisely because he doesn't believe that morality is good or bad.
Have you ever seen someone beg the question this badly before?
This is what I mean by near and fear is just Abismo's doormat. Abismo has not used the word begging the question correctly one time in the last hour.
And he does use big like terminology, huh?
Yeah, and near is just like, have you ever seen someone beg the question this hard? I don't. Near and fear is either drunk, high, or just he sucks Abismo dick on the side.
I think the best thing he said, the best big words he said was, "Have you seen the meta-analysis of the Bible?"
Meta-ethical.
Wait, there's a meta-analysis of the Bible?
No, he can't do one because it's in the past, and he doesn't even know what meta-analysis means.
What the fuck?
Meta-analysis means like 1,000 researchers to like literature review it, and he doesn't know that. It's crazy.
Obviously.
You know, can we mute the robot? I'm so sorry for the robot, but can we mute the robot because I can't fucking understand.
I think you're lagging, dude. You gotta fix your connection.
Yeah. Have the robot.
Unmute.
Yeah, just make sure the robot. Mute it. Just when he fixes it. Yeah. 2 seconds. I'm trying to. Okay, I'll play.
I think he meant.
No, because
I think he meant meta evaluation, not meta-analysis. Just to be fair, I think that's
No, he meant meta-analysis 100%. He just doesn't know what I mean.
No, the thing is, that's the point. Is like is that the words that he uses are fucking. He doesn't know. They're wrong. Yeah, I'm putting you guys. I can close this.
100%. He said the word meta-analysis. He meant to use that word, but he doesn't know what it means. I'm 100% by that as well.
I'll have you guys over here so people can see who's talking.
Based.
I'll put it like I want as much YouTube space as possible. Boosh.
Because most people are not that stupid.
I'm pretty stupid.
No, you're not.
Did he always do this, or?
No one goes full retard. That's what I'm saying.
I do.
Basically, he's saying that you're retarded for believing it so way, so I'll get just as retarded as you in order to prove you wrong. But nobody goes full retard, right?
Yeah.
You guys make out later.
And he went full fucking retard.
Reason to take it literally rather than, allegorically or metaphorically.
Love how Christians just get to appeal to ignorance. Like, oh well.
The next, I like all the times where my head is in my hands and I just give up. Question I was going to lead to is what we've established is that what I hope that we're going to establish, but I guess not, is that Lot's wife turned into a pillar of salt. Yeah, and then I get to Pharaoh. That's kind of the point of me asking these questions where God does something immoral by a general standard, like killing Lot's wife, is again to kind of establish that Abismo believes in objective moral law, but the thing in Abismo's objective moral law is slavery, genocide, indiscriminate killing for no reason, and allowing evil people to live, which is not consistent with reality.
Like a Muslim.
Yes, I'm critiquing your worldview.
I'm gonna critique your fucking worldview on cock, you fucking faggot.
Is it just me, or is theistic objective morality not actually objective?
I can't see Discord, so I'm relying on the mods to mute the guy who just said that. All right, thank you.
Sorry, I didn't know what he said.
But if God has a conscious ain't.
What? Oh, did Discord crash?
No.
Okay, I heard someone say, "Bubba, God."
Say that, yeah, you can just say the morality is God's nature, not his mind, and you essentially take the mind, the stance component out of the morality question.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure.
I don't know if that actually works. I believe in God, but
yeah.
I mean, that's the line, is that it's essentially it is an object. Just like you objectively have 2 arms and 2 legs, God objectively has a nature that is moral. And that it's his nature that we're appealing to, not his thoughts about his nature.
Yeah.
This is easy. So, regardless of what happened in the Bible near and far, do you believe that you're morally responsible for what happened to Lot's wife?
The answer is no. That's stupid.
Yeah.
What?
Can you guys hear me properly?
Yes. I think so. That's a little bit better.
You're right.
Yes, Nier. This is what I mean by Nier is just Abismo's doormat. Nier wasn't even listening. He just said yes because he says yes to everything Abismo says. Abismo said, "Nier, are you morally responsible to what happened to Lot's wife?" And Nier said yes.
Happened in the Bible near and far, do you believe that you're morally responsible for what happened to Lot's wife?
Is that guy?
I guess not. Is that Lot's
wife?
Listen to this.
This is easy. So, regardless of what happened in the Bible near and far, do you believe that you're morally responsible for what happened to Lot's wife?
Yeah.
If you can see the YouTube live stream, if you can see the YouTube live stream, my head is in my hands.
You need to clip that.
Maybe.
You need to clip that. You need to clip that. You need to clip that.
Well, Sammy, shut up.
Put on the soundboard.
By what objective standard could you be considered responsible for what happened to Lot's wife?
I don't think I can, dude. I don't think that's possible.
He just said yes and no. Sense, right? He just said yes and no within 2 seconds of each other.
It's just something that happened to somebody else's wife, right?
Yeah.
And then apparently they told us that had happened, right?
Yeah.
Are they telling you the story because they think that you're responsible for it?
No, dude.
They're telling me why, because they're warning me, right?
Yeah.
That here's a potential outcome if we don't take a certain issue seriously, right?
Yeah.
Do you think by them telling you that story about their wife and what happened to their
Boring.
wife,
Morality is subjective or not?
I was gonna get to it, but I was gonna show what your worldview is entailing. Is that
yeah,
you listen?
I was gonna get to it. I was gonna show you what your worldview is entailing.
Yeah, this is just where I point out that Abismo has no patience. It's that when I say I'm getting to it, first I'm just showing how an objective moral standard is inconsistent with reality. First by showing where all the places where God is immoral, and then I was gonna get to. So let me show the questions. Let me say the questions that I did say, and then I'll show the questions that I didn't say that I wanted to. I asked Abismo the question about, is it moral to have an abortion if the mother's life is at risk? He said some mumbo-jumbo. It didn't really matter what he said. The second thing was the death penalty. I prepared 2 more things. The 2 more things were even more taboo than abortion and the death penalty. It was about, I was going to ask Abismo what he thinks the age of consent should be. If he went into that realm, I want to see if he can objectively morally prove why the age of consent should be 18, or why can't it be lower? Why can't it be higher? Why? And there's no objective way to prove things that aren't already written in an objective moral law. Or what I'm getting at is something that he gets too early. I'll hit play though.
Begging the question.
Begging the question. Take a shot every time he says begging the question. That if a commandment from God is good,
I was very clear with what my definition of moral reason is.
Yeah, you were not.
Right
You danced around it. But
do you notice now how when I say that, no, I was pretty clear with what my definition of morality was? You remember earlier when I kept bringing...
I gave the definition of morality. Not him, at any point.
Up my definition from the opening statement, and I kept talking about what moral facts are versus descriptive and normative claims, and that does this make any sense? And then he's just gaslighting and saying, no, you weren't clear at all.
True.
Am I crazy, or is this fair?
No,
to me,
it's fair, man. No, you're good.
No, man.
It's a miscommunication, I think, about him. He wasn't getting the message.
Have you tried talking to him about this?
Abismo got really pissed here.
Here's the thing. As Christians, we might want to project the best intentions. That's not what the debate is. The debate is not a kumbaya hands-holding situation. Unfortunately, that's not what...
You guys can hear me in the live stream, right? I'm just checking. Is that a no? Where is everyone? Sammy, you can hear
You're
me.
lagging very slightly, so it's getting a little bit hard. Very slightly you're lagging.
Okay. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. What does that sound like?
It's better now, yeah.
Okay.
It sounds very good, but sometimes your stream lags, so sometimes we can't hear you.
I can stop. Yeah, let me reset the stream. Maybe that'll fix it.
Yeah.
I reset the stream on Discord. I do not have a good computer. I do not have a good computer really. So and I'm doing 2 live streams at once. I have my webcam on, and I'm in a Discord call with about 10 people, and also I'm using OBS, and OBS is kind of a killer for me. I'll wait 10 seconds for everyone to kind of look at the stream.
Are you doing a cope stream, Bubba?
I sure am, Baked Alaska.
This guy.
No. I'll let Baked Alaska speak.
All right.
I'm open
LOL.
I'm open to anything Baked can try to say, because we are doing a cope stream, because I got absolutely destroyed, Baked.
No, he never did. He didn't get destroyed. It's Abismo got his ass handed to him.
What it is. It's a blood sport.
I didn't see the whole thing.
In fact, everyone handed Abismo's ass back to him at the end.
Over it again.
Abismo, shut your mouth.
Oh shit, Curveball's here too.
Project the best intentions. That's not what the debate is. The debate is not a kumbaya hands-holding situation.
Most of it live.
Unfortunately, that's not what it is.
There were audio issues, so I'm just catching
it's a
the
blood
tail
sport.
end.
What else are you going to say?
That's why I prepared the slides.
what I
Would
wanted
you
to
like
look
me
at
to
with
go
you.
over it again?
Abismo,
Just
shut
so,
your mouth.
I'm sure that you're.
Hey,
hearing
Abismo,
me.
Sorry, we can't hear you.
Yeah, it's like the 6th time he said that.
At this point, should I? I'm getting confused on who's talking. Is it Near and Far or is it Sammy?
Sorry, initially it wasn't playing. That's why. This is playing now. So it's fine.
I wasn't playing it because it's all he's been doing.
I mean, am I not allowed to?
Oh.
Let's stop it.
Now he's special pleading.
Yeah.
Special pleading. Hold on. Let me see special pleading. Which one? I have all my fallacies written down somewhere, but hold on. What is special pleading? Whoops. Oh, you can't see it. Special pleading is where someone applies rules or standards to others while exempting themselves of their argument. So, for example, everyone should follow the law, but you broke the law yesterday. That's different. I had to go. Okay, right. Got it. Let's see how I'm special pleading.
Yeah, it's just being hypocrite. It's just being a hypocrite.
Hold on, more specifically. Wait, hold on. In
What's good? What's good for thee, but not for me?
Well, in technical
Yeah.
argumentation, it's you're making an argument A or like P something, right? And you're doing the justificatory path, but then you just exclude the justificatory path for your position.
Yeah. I was able to get that with the example. It's like, you should never break the law, but you just broke the law yesterday. Well, yeah, I had a good reason. Okay, let's
Hey, Abismo, let's stop
Well,
bulldozing,
like
please.
it's usually absolutely these
Yeah, it's
things
like
when
the
you say, like,
6th time
well, the universe
he
didn't
said
have
that.
like
At this point,
the
you
universe
should
didn't have to have a beginning, and then they're
Over it
like,
again.
well, but God doesn't have a beginning either. But like my answer is good, but you can't say the universe didn't have a beginning because of like causal finitism or something.
Yeah, I mean, begging the question comes from
Or like another one is like in the Kalam when the argument is that everything that begins to exist has a cause, and then the atheist says, but the universe itself doesn't have to have a cause. That would be special pleading.
Which is informal, but it's fine. It doesn't really bother me.
I'm just kidding.
Abismo,
Just
shut
so,
your mouth.
I'm sure that you're.
Hey, Abismo, let's stop bulldozing, please.
I'm trying to
Yeah, it's like the
trying to
6th
ruffle some
time he
feathers if
said
you guys
that.
haven't noticed.
Yes, I do. Point should I get? You came in here saying I was Copic, and now you're trying to use the Kalam against me. It's like I know what you're doing, and I just ignore you. Like an extra 10 minutes because it's all he's been doing.
I mean, am I not allowed to like
Okay,
respond?
let's stop it.
Now he's special pleading.
He said, you're special pleading because I asked for an extra 10 minutes because all Abismo's doing is bulldozing. At what point have I bulldozed Abismo? I've told him to shut up. I mean, if you want to see special pleading, let's go back to... Hold on. Let's bring this back. Let's bring this back. So, Abismo's getting mad, by the way, that I'm interrupting his answers. Question was, how can
That's
we
the whole
account...
point of the cross-examination, Bubba. I get to interrupt you.
Just remind everyone that he said that about 10 minutes after this. Play.
Yeah.
He wants to use a different. He's special pleading for a different definition of morality than the one I literally fucking hand-fed him.
Yeah.
How much?
I'm special pleading for the... I'm special pleading for the... Oh, wait. Are we good? I just heard a bunch of pings go off.
We good.
Okay.
Yeah. It's good. It's good.
He said I'm special pleading, which means I have a special reason for rejecting, or whatever the fuck, the definition for morality that he gave me. Oh, my screen froze? Oh, no, it's not frozen. Here it is.
How much more like, oh,
You're
when you
just
have to check in
you're
Bubble
just
like
lagging.
70 times 7?
I am. How bad is it?
It's okay, like you're just like okay now, but every now and then you like start roboting a little bit.
Yeah, you cut out for like a sentence.
You need to hit your computer with a cricket bat, and then it will start working again.
Okay, I can just kind of give it a flick. I hope it's just my microphone and it's not my actual stream.
Now? Is that what I have
feel
to
like
do? I have to present in my
it's
definition of
actually your
70.
microphone because just now you cut out while the stream was going without an issue. So I think it's actually your microphone.
Yeah, I like to... When I touch the wire to my microphone is very fidgety, So if I touch it or if I shake the desk too hard, the mic will cut out the way that it'll robot.
That's no way to treat a lady.
Yeah, I was about to say, what do you mean by shake the desk too hard? What do you mean?
I just looked at my camera, but I forgot you guys can't see me.
8 times, 7 times, like infinitely until he fucking gets it.
You just might have
I'm not
to.
Jesus. I'm sorry. That's all you can say near for. I am not fucking Jesus.
You can say that twice.
Jesus.
I mean, I probably would have reinforced it a little more, considering he's a
Can you help him? Can you reach him?
Nope.
He's our
Again.
friend.
Yeah, this is where Abismo gets pissed off when Nier calls me his friend.
No, he's not. Dude, I told you. How is it fucking not clear to you at this point? He's no Christian's friend. He's a bigot.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, Abismo, you're right, sir, master slave, sir. He's not my friend. I'm very sorry, Master Abismo. Please spank me.
I'm sorry. Can I have a moment, please? Can I have a moment to redo that? So that was such a good dramatic line. How many times? I'm gonna redo this. Ready? How many times do I have to tell you? He's no friend of a Christian. He's a bigot. That was so passionate and dramatic.
Hold on, let me see.
Bubba, serious question. Do you think that Abismo throws dog biscuits at his companions, you know?
I think,
it's like whenever he comes online.
Yeah, I think that whenever Near and Far agrees with him, he hands him a treat. Like, you know, like a treat
under the table.
You know, like when a dog does a good thing, so you kind of give it a treat. I'm pretty sure that he does the same thing with Near and Far. Like, good boy. It's like, that's exactly what just happened here, where oh, sorry, 2 seconds. Where Abismo, where Near and Far is like, he's our friend, dude. He's our friend, and then Abismo goes, no, he's not our fucking friend. And Near and Far goes, yes, sir, he's not our friend. Sorry, I forgot.
And
Right
can you reach him?
Nope.
Not our friends.
He's our friend.
He just said right here, he's our friend.
Not food.
No, he's not. Dude, I told
Not
you.
food.
How is it fucking not clear to you at this point? He's no Christian's friend. He's a
that's
bigot.
right.
Oh,
That's right. Yeah.
This is what anti-Christian bigotry looks like, dude.
I mean,
I have to spend most of my time
Muslim.
trying to wake up Christians, dude. Like, you need to stop.
He spends most of his time waking up Christians to the fact that Bubba is not a friend. Damn.
So he calls you all these slurs, and then on top of that he calls you the bigot. I find this really rich. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, let's look at the list so far. Abismo has called me a Nazi, a bigot, a liberal, a Muslim, a street preacher, a stupid, and a fucking moron.
Stop taking people serious like this fucking serious.
Is that Sammy speaking? Is Sammy in here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hi, Sammy.
Hello.
Mwah. We love you, Sammy.
See, either go fucking live your life to the fullest.
Could you do this thing? Could you like open up an app?
An app?
Could you open up an app? No, Bubba. Could you open up like a screen, like a tally thing, and call it the Abismo period chart? And every time he rages at you, just add 1 to the tally. Can you do that? Because that'll make this hilarious.
No.
Add home counter.
No. What I would do is I would make a tally for every time he says "quote unquote." I have to eat 1 cookie every time he says "quote unquote," and then I can finish a fucking 1,000 pack of cookies in 10 minutes.
Just have these guys fucking
This
work for your
Abismo guy's
business
raging so
and just
hard.
pay
Oh
them
my
fucking
God.
minimum wage because they don't fucking care anyways.
Yeah. That's true.
Oops. What happened? Oh, he paused it.
Respond right.
That was stupid. Abismo paused the live stream, and then I thought I paused my own live stream.
Healed him.
You can do that in your cross-examination.
I wanted to ask Abismo directly, why did Pharaoh, you know?
By the way, I asked the question about Lot's wife probably 5 minutes ago in the debate, and I'm finally getting to Pharaoh.
You know who Pharaoh is, right?
Which Pharaoh?
Exodus.
That was a case where he was trying to offer. First of all, I said, "Do you know who Pharaoh is?" Which Pharaoh? Just answer yes or no. You know which Pharaoh I'm talking about. You fuck.
Good question. Which Pharaoh?
Which Pharaoh?
So when Moses left Egypt and then came back, that Pharaoh.
Now I wasted 30 seconds explaining to him who Pharaoh was.
Do you know when Moses went to and from Egypt?
That's a good
When did
question for
that
the
happen?
cross-examination.
Yeah, that's a great question for when it's your turn to ask me questions.
Well, I'm asking him to clarify what he means
You can
by
ask me when it's your
at
turn to
what
ask
time did
questions.
he
He's the reason. I like to think that Abismo's kind of worried about the line of questioning that I'm going down because he knows I'm asking him about Pharaoh. And why didn't God kill or judge Pharaoh in the same way that he did Lot's wife? That's the obvious next question. So now he wants to ask me, "Oh, which Pharaoh? Oh, do you know what happened to the original Pharaoh?"
This entire part reminds me of. Do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man.
The Muffin Man.
Abismo, please give Bubba a chance.
Sorry, what's
No,
that?
Bubba. Which Pharaoh though?
Which Muffin Man? And that's why you say the one on Drury
You don't
Lane.
have to feel bad for him. Near and far. Stop it.
Dude, look at him, dude. He doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Look at me, bro.
Stop feeling sorry for him.
Well, how big,
You're not Jesus, near and far. You're not Jesus.
How big can I make
Only
this?
Jesus can.
Exit. So when Moses left Egypt and then came back, that Pharaoh.
Do you know when
Curve Mike, your heart.
Moses went
Hey.
from Egypt?
Mikey.
Curveball.
I'll
Okay.
just wait.
You're hot, Mikey, bro.
That's a good
When did
question for the
that happen?
cross-examination.
Yeah, that's a.
Do you see how Taco's running cover? Because even Taco.
No, he's.
Bubba, where are you at?
Oh, what? I'm right here.
Oh, okay.
It's Abismo is accusing Taco of running cover for me when he just asked me 3 questions in a row about which Pharaoh. It's not your fucking turn to ask me questions. And then he got pissy with me for interrupting him during his line of questioning.
Taco realizes how fucking stupid it is.
Yeah, no,
I don't think Taco even knows which Pharaoh either. He's not a Christian. He doesn't care.
To try to ask someone to identify which Pharaoh it was, when and
All
when
Taco's
and, when
doing
and
is
where
telling him when
Moses
to shut
went,
the fuck up.
when we don't have any fucking evidence. That's not how we derive meaning from the text.
Yeah.
The great question.
What's up? What the topic
So I'm
is?
asking him to clarify.
Oh yeah, this guy that just joined. You can't. It's hard to see in the YouTube video, but the guy who just joined, his name is Destroy All Secrets. He fucking hates me. He fucking hates me.
I can't find him. Oh,
He's. Can you kind of see him? He's the third one from the bottom.
which one is the guy? I don't know who.
No,
Destroy, let me put it.
not on Discord, not on this call. I'm saying in the video.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm saying on the stream.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Yeah, calm down. Calm down.
What he means
You can
by
ask me when it's your
at
turn to
what
ask
time did you
questions.
do this?
Dude, shut your mouth. I'm asking you questions. You can ask me questions when it's your turn to ask questions.
No, seriously, what's
I
the
want to
topic?
ask you, why Pharaoh, who is described to have a hardened heart, that Pharaoh, which basically means that he had ultimate stubbornness
What's the
against
topic?
God's word, is God would immediately turned Lot's wife into a
Oh, yeah, moral subjectivity, yeah.
You've
moral
lagged out
subjectivity.
pretty hard.
Oh lord.
But
Me?
God didn't kill Pharaoh, did not give him the same judgment for.
Me? I did, Sammy.
Asking what the topic is.
Oh yeah, the person asking.
I think
the topic.
I think you're lagging.
Yeah, sorry. Everyone lagged, so I assumed I was lagging. The person asking who the topic was is Destroy All
No,
Secrets. Am I lagging still?
I don't even see.
He's on the.
No, you're fine now.
Good. You're good, bro.
He's in the video. He's not in the call. He's here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
probably why he doesn't understand. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, and also
Okay.
he just joined in the video.
Who not only disobeyed God's word, but
Gotcha.
ultimately.
That was about how cool Moses was.
Why?
If I were to pick it, so I wish.
We're just watching.
So if I were to pick a different opponent, I would pick AW. He's in the audience. He's right about here. If you can see my mouse. He's really smart, and he would probably wreck me. And I want to
That sounded gross.
And I really want that big beautiful man to wreck me, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh my
I
lordy!
don't think I know what you're saying.
What?
We
what
gotta
am I-
do some bleeps here.
What?
Are you sure? Are you sure?
I mean, if I ask nicely,
I mean-
he might say yes. But like, all I have to do is talk.
I
I have to talk.
God.
But if
I
I
know,
talk,
I know some big men that could wreck you. I know a couple.
We need Jesus.
Yo, I have to mute this guy. Just I don't want him to like break TOS or whatever. YouTube TOS.
I didn't play.
We can. Oh, wait. Is this? Let me check. Is this the Methodist guy?
Use the text literally in that way.
No, I'm missionary Baptist.
It's like, do you believe that these stories?
Oh,
shout out
okay.
to my high church brethren, though.
More plausible reasons.
Yeah, we're kind of going through a video. You can join us if you want.
Oh yeah, Destroy All Secrets. Are you solo scriptural?
Oh, it's fucking Destroy All Secrets. Yo, what up?
Yeah, I should have said.
Oh, my bad.
My name.
Yo. So, like, did you watch the debate that I had with Bubba?
You just restart it.
No, finally.
No.
Those are very rigorously.
This is a different. You're derailing it, so I'm pulling it back.
So the thing is we're already off topic,
Yeah.
and then he's claiming that I'm the one that's derailing. This is called
a gaslight.
Gaslight near far. That.
Nah, I see from his perspective how it could be a gaslight. It's like because he doesn't.
Someone, Bubba, real quick. There's someone in this room that's streaming right now. You in Abismo's room. They're in this room right now streaming so that people can see what you're streaming of them.
That's pretty funny. I mean, more views for me.
Who cares? We're not doing anything wrong. What the hell?
Who is it?
No, I'm just,
Who is
I
it?
think it's. I'm just telling you how far they're going with this.
Yeah, no.
Who is
so
it?
they would be hi person streaming. Hi Catholic room. Hi Abismo. Love you.
Who is it? Who is it? Tell me who it is.
Oh, it's
Tell me who it is.
It's near. It's near and far. It's Abismo's doormat.
You're right.
It's Abismo's doormat.
It's happening right now.
Who's in this VC streaming it? There must be someone in here
no,
streaming
it's
it.
not Sammy. It's fucking near and far is in the Catholic room,
all right.
watching my YouTube live stream. And I'm watching a video that I recorded yesterday of Abismo reacting to Taco's live stream of the debate we had 4 days ago.
Oh my god! Holy shit!
Do you think if we ask near and far which pharaoh, he'll be able to give an answer?
Hi Abismo. Hey Abismo. How did my nuts taste after I fucking made you spurg out on me? Hey Near, watch this.
Oh my god, Bubba!
Hey Near, watch this.
All right, well, I'm gonna go over to the other room to see.
Oh yeah, go ahead and watch the stream and watch him react to this.
You fucking scumbag! What the fuck do you have to offer your kid? You're a fucking little shit!
have everyone in the call react to that.
I asked him which pharaoh, and he said He said, and I quote, "He didn't claim. He just said so." So I'm confused now.
Oh, I feel shitty for lagging because I am on fucking 6 different things at once. Yeah, I got your ping about lagging. Did you guys at least hear this?
Born! You fucking scumbag! What the fuck do you have?
Or this?
It's child abuse for you to fucking be a father, dude.
10 out of 10.
That's why I'm saying you can't trust these people as friends at this point. This is someone who's going to lead you down like a road, right? Let's say, like, he asks you for help, right, to do something, and you're like, you know what? You're my friend. I'm going to help you. Then all of a sudden he takes you down a dark alley, and then he starts asking you to start.
Your balls.
They asked about my balls.
No, I think you were asking about. I can't remember what.
Yeah, I told
Abismo. Right
yeah. So I want the near and far and everyone else who's watching my stream right now to be aware. That Abismosberg. Here's what happened: is that clearly I'm recording Abismo. My alt account is this one, the little snow owl, right? So I recorded this whole interaction. Hi, Supreme. Supreme Potato decided to ping me, and
Supreme.
Well, he pinged me in the Catholic call because he's watching my stream right now on near and far stream.
Good guy.
So I hopped into Abismo's. I popped into the Catholic call on my main account. That's what's happening here. Whoops. That's what's happening here. You can see me. And then I called out Abismo for calling me a patsy. And then the N-word that rhymes with posy. Patsy. Yeah, he accused me of that.
Yeah, he did say that.
What?
And I said, Abismo, I'm in here because you called me a patsy. And then he went radio silent for like 10 seconds.
Oh no.
Then he tried to claim, Bubba, I accused you of being a patsy in the debate. And I said, show me the timestamp. That's what I'm doing here.
Have to offer your kid. You're a fucking little shit.
Dude, that's so ironic, dude.
Fuck you!
When I was
timestamp, bud.
There were so many fucking Nazis in this room. It's unbelievable how many Nazis get away in his room.
And then I said, timestamp, Buzz, show me the timestamp of you saying that. And then he spurged out because the timestamp doesn't exist, because Abismo's not dumb enough to call me a potsy in front of Taco and Executive Mod on a debate stage with 60 people watching. So he knows he just lied.
What's his timestamp on this video, honestly?
It's about
I want to soundboard it.
Oh, it's wait, what? Oh. On where? It's
on his video.
It's more like around here ish. I don't know exactly.
Never mind. Just continue.
Yeah. I actually have it clipped of him saying it because I turned it into mod mail, but they did nothing. I turned in mod mail on my alt account. I know. Anyway.
Start loading like TVs, computers,
they
that are still packaged into
unless if
the
it's
back
like
of the
hyper
truck.
bad.
He's like the friend. He's like the friend in middle school that it's like you're walking to school. He's like, "Yo, come here, I got something to show you," and he like shows you a gun or some drugs or something.
That's right.
I don't know. That was pretty goofy. That didn't make sense. I was trying to follow their little analogy of me being a shit friend, but I don't know.
Right?
Or is he like the scorpion in like that Aesop's fable, like that stabs the frog, like that the frog is helping? Do you remember that one, Abismo? Aesop's fable about the frog and the scorpion?
Yeah.
And
then the scorpion goes, what did you expect? I'm a fucking scorpion.
Yeah.
Or the pig from Animal Farm.
Yeah.
The pig from Animal Farm.
Boring.
He's gonna accuse me of derailing, right?
Yeah.
When I start questioning, well, how is it that you're saying that these
boring?
We have more plausible reasons that we have to take it metaphorically or allegorically rather than.
At that point, yeah. So this kind of pisses me off with when people interpret the Bible however they want. Catholics claim to be the ones that have the proper interpretation of the Bible because they have the church fathers, they have the catechism. Can you guys hear me? Just checking.
Now we can.
Damn.
On the other channel.
Frozen? Damn. That sucks. Go. What was the last thing I said? Maybe I should reset some stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna reset Discord real quick. I'll be right back with you guys. Please don't leave.
Nobody leave.
I can't touch it. Yeah, Discord is lagging. Holy shit. I do indeed have a shit computer. So I'm gonna reset everything but the YouTube live stream. Don't need this. Close this. I just need to close a bunch of unnecessary shit. I don't need my AI running. Let Discord load. So I just have OBS running. Maybe I can run a little bit solo commentary.
Historically, right? And then he goes, "No, you're derailing. You're derailing. Derailing from what, right?"
Here, Abismo, you're derailing.
This is why you don't. Right? I mean, if you have someone that claims to be your friend or that you think is your friend, and they start having you load stolen goods or what could be plausibly stolen goods in the back of a fucking van or a truck, you should probably fucking run the fuck away as soon as possible.
They don't even know it, and if you know theosophy, that's like.
I had to Google what the fuck theosophy meant when he said this.
That's like the main antichrist occult, though. You know what I mean? That's tier elite occult.
They're trying to tap into instead of looking into God as the Father, they're looking inwards into their own divinity, their own divine nature through these occult practices. The theosophy being that main discipline.
Oh, is that the one that the Nazis or whatever were
Helena
the Thule Society or something?
Yeah, Helena Blavatsky. Helena Blavatsky.
That's what. So it's based on ancient forms of. So before there was religion, there was Hermeticism and astrology. That's where we get our tarot cards from.
And look, I'm gonna break it down.
It's a real.
Yeah. I didn't know what the fuck theosophy was. Never heard of it. I don't claim to know these big ass words that people could try to use destroy or Abismo to seem smart. I don't try to seem smart. I try to seem the level of intelligent that I claim to be, which is mid. I think if you want to Google big words and think that you're using them properly,
different mixed brains are a bit different.
Yeah, I'm keto, so I'm very very against it.
You keto? What does that mean? Oh, keto diet. Oh.
Yeah, it's like fats.
I thought you meant
not
ketoacidosis, which means diabetes. Sorry.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Now like I ketosis. Yeah, exactly. Like I don't fuck with veganism. 'Cause, that's like all carbs, pretty much.
Did Yaz leave?
No, a few people left, but they'll come back.
Okay. All right. I hope everything's okay now. I just reset Discord. All right, hitting play.
Yeah, and they like synthesized like Buddhism, Judaism. Like,
I'm gonna break it down.
Okay, can you post the YouTube?
Yeah. Let's see. Do I have it saved? Copy. Yeah, I'll put it in the side chat if you don't want to.
I also find sometimes muting yourself.
I'll post
Yeah.
it. Continue.
Okay.
Perfect. I will say that sometimes muting yourself and unmuting yourself kind of like does this thing where it ends your speaking like Discord, and then it'll kind of catch up to itself. Just so you know.
Maybe. Wait. Can someone speak?
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, this thing isn't working. Let's try. I'll reset this thing because I like.
Could you post the link? I can't find your channel.
Yeah. I'm not playing anything right now. Here, I'll copy it. I'll copy paste it. Fuck it. It's right here. Oh yeah, well, there it is. Ego found it before either of us did. I mean,
I got it. Yeah.
It's my fucking channel. Okay, I'm gonna hit play finally.
I'm organized like that.
Syncretic system.
You can strongman the position just in one sentence.
They're like the Vatican too, like New Age philosophy or like that New Age spirituality.
They give their best. They
talk about nothing.
This Royal Secrets. Do you believe in sola fide or sola?
No. Let's just continue.
I believe in sola spiritus.
I'm pulling you back. It's
I don't think I'm railing at all. I think
I just made that up. But yeah.
Abismo, he's
You should have said sola Jesus.
I asked you if something.
Yeah, exactly.
You decided to say that you didn't know whether or not it really happened, and it was allegorical. But whatever the next set of questions that I have, and I didn't think I was going to get to all my. I thought I was going to get to all my questions, but I guess not. What we've established so far at this point, at the very least, is that God is kind of omnibenevolent, I suppose. All good God, which Abismos doesn't say that we ought to follow. I think he has genocided. The historical accounts say that he has genocided and to kill and wipe other people out. He has permitted owning other people as slaves under certain circumstances. That's the historical account, and that it is okay to almost be to. He has said under a historical account from someone else that it is okay to be a slave.
I think Discord crashed again. Yep, Discord crashed again. Man, I suck. God damn it, dude. I am starting to get tired. I may close the YouTube stream and just but yeah, it's okay. I think this is a good first live stream, kind of like a test run. What I've learned so far is I need to just upgrade my computer. Because this is what Discord looks like right now.